Well, howdy.
It's two-sided podcast. John L. Peacock and my boy Pete. Together we get into some dumb shit and we do shots to deal with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern time, yeah. Fuck yeah, John. 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time. If you're across the pond on Wednesday mornings, fuck yeah, John. Come on, you know the rest of the words. I can't blow my voice out this early to do the na-na-na-nas, John. I just don't have time. No one has time, John.
Not for the
Hey, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the Two-Sided Podcast. We are here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, that's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond. Folks, that's been our show for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, please see my agent, because I'm not getting paid enough. God damn it.
And we out. All right.
That was and good. We out. Got to leave on a high note, John.
That's right.
Let them know where you're coming from. Say it with your chest.
What is it?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm tuned up. I'm tuned in. We're actually on the stereo streets. John, do we have that login information? We do have on the stereos. We do take audio messages, and sorry, I'm being attacked by a dog with a cone. It's a horrible world we live in. Yeah, and there's call in. That's how we all got started. It was kind of like a radio show. That's why we're still based in stereo.
Uh-huh.
All right, and for my next song, yeah. So I just want you to know that our producer in the background is giving me more grief. Last week, people thought I was calling in from like a prison. Now it's that I'm doing a high school musical audition. Here's the deal, you guys. It's been a hard time. Shut up. You'll never see walls like these again. Einstein will be back in our lives soon enough.
All right.
Yeah. But if you log in stereo, it's an app on your phone, on your digital device. You log in on that. It's a free thing. Create a profile. We're on there. That's where we started. That's where we'll probably die, on a horrible, horrible hill we insist on dying upon. Ain't that right, John?
That's right. And if you happen to go onto the stereo streets and need to find us, guess what? John L. Peacock and my boy Pete are the two logins you can search for to find any and all of our shows.
It's weird. It's weird how that works, John. It's like it was planned out. Kismet, John. Yeah. I love it when a kismet comes together. I believe that's what Hannibal said.
Which Hannibal?
Lecter.
Ah.
Not the elephant. No, not Elephant Boy. No. Oh shit, Julie Prunes. Ahoy, hoy. How are you doing, darling? It's always good to see you. I see you. Are you traveling abroad somewhere? Are you living the dream? Tell us. We need to be vicarious.
Don't call her abroad. She might be traveling, but she's not abroad.
Come on, John. She loves it when I talk to her like that. You know.
I know.
Boo. Boo.
Oh, I mean, hey, well, how about we just we stop the vamping, we get our shots ready, and we kick this pig make a squeal.
Some of us are professionals, John. Some of us came prepared. Some of us already kicked our pigs, buddy.
Oink, oink.
Jesus. Bink, bink, bink.
Look out. Well, howdy. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the fun and the serious.
Yeah, John, the me and the you, the right and the wrong, the yes and the no, the take and the give, the push and the pull, the yin and the yang, the ebb and the flow, John. It's the Prince of Tides. It's the Prince of Wales. It's the artist formerly known as Prince, John. It's the Pat and the Ty, the Barney, the Rubble, the Fred, the Wilma, the John, the Cagney, the Lacey. John, we're the new Rizzoli and Isles.
Oh, no.
Stepping up the game. It's a modern day. Yeah, they've only been canceled for 5 or 6 years instead of the 25. Jesus. Where's time gone? Oh, no. Time's gone again. Oh, no. Some people call it blacking out. We like to call it time traveling. Oh, no. Speaking of time traveling.
Speaking of time traveling, my boy Pete, I always like to start each episode with the general check-in. My boy Pete, how you feeling?
Buddy, I'll tell you what. I'm feeling a little, a little crazy. It's my first week back to work for like a full week for like a month. Oh yeah, and so it's been nuts. I was there for almost 14 hours today, like just oof, yeah. But the great thing, John, is I've decided to take Friday off, so I'm not working a full week. So, a man can only be pushed so far, John, before he breaks and decides to drive to Yosemite. What are you going to do?
Take the break and go drive to Yosemite.
Right. You fucking pushed my hand. You made me do this.
That's what all that traveling will give you. Just the need for more traveling. It's an addiction.
Right.
It's really an addiction.
Speaking of addictions, John, let's get a shot ready. And there's a couple of messages here. We got oh shit, son. We got Drew 61. Oh shit, son. How you been, man? You ready?
What's going on, everybody? Tonight we'll be roasting John and Pete.
All right, here we go.
The only time Pete gets exercise in is when he sleepwalks. John plays the clarinet every Tuesday night at the shelter. Pete gets depressed when he doesn't smell bad enough because he's a fat piece of shit.
Yeah. That's great. It just stopped right there. We were so close. I'm just saying. Let's try it. Let's go. Finish it up. Finish it up, bud.
Hi, everybody. Tonight we'll be roasting John and Pete.
Perfect.
Pete, the only time you exercise is when you sleepwalk.
Terrors.
John
Night
plays the
terrors.
clarinet every Tuesday night at the shelter. Pete, he gets depressed when he doesn't smell bad enough because he's a fat piece of shit.
Fair enough.
John always gets all of his clothes in a 1980s lost and found. Pete's saving account has 9 fast food coupons in it because he's fat. John, he bought a weasel and he named it me. You guys have a great night. Oh, shit, we go. Ready, go. Sorry for the double message.
That's fantastic. It's fantastic. Oh, Greg. My man, Greg. Look him up. You gotta love him. Gotta love him, John.
Well, you got to do something with them.
Right. It's not sleepwalking. It's night terrors, right?
That's right.
And also,
Get it
also
right.
the coupons don't have expiration dates, so it's pretty cool.
I do like clarinets.
Well, understandable. All right, what do we got tonight, bud? What do we got on? What do we got in locked and loaded? What do we got in store for the rest of our evening?
The first up on the old docket is our first garbage of justice down the stairwell of iniquity, where Pete looks at the bottom to sort out the garbage of truth. Round.
John, you realize that this is just kind of a running inside joke, but to anyone, you got to give some semblance of meanings instead of just putting words together.
Do I? Do I?
Don't. Well, no. It's a little bit too late for that, Max. The brakes are gone. Why should we start steering now?
Right.
All right, perfect. John, throw that big old bucket of questions down the stairs of stupidity. I'm going to sort through the pile of garbage at the bottom and come up with some answers for you, okay?
Well, anyone knows that the first of these rounds is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
Yes, bring it to me.
My boy Pete, you ever see the Northern Lights?
I don't remember what direction I was facing. There was a blinding, there was a flash of light. I was right there. I was in the meadow, and it came right over me. And then it took me aboard. Nope, that was somebody else. Nope, never been there. Haven't seen them.
Now, that was a fire in the sky. That's a little different.
It's true. Set a fire in my kitchen. Yeah, no, have not, John. I have not. The answer is no. Full stop.
Okay. Where would you?
I was going to just go ahead and say I don't believe in them. So how would one see them? It's all fake news. Fucking perpetrated by these goddamn round earthers, John. I won't have it on my watch, sir. No, thank you.
Okay. Where would you want to most? Where would you most want to see a sky phenomenon?
My local air show. Man, they get those B-52 bombers screaming in. Crashing. Nope, that's not it. Where would I most want? I don't. Maybe Yosemite, John. Maybe I can look on the bright side of a long drive. I don't know. I suppose I can.
Okay. You know, some people.
I think. Oh yeah, some people might say, "Oh yeah, like Greenland or Iceland or Disneyland or Candyland." No, sir, John. I say Michigan.
There you go. The UP, of course.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Next question, my boy Pete. What are rainbows made of?
Unicorn farts and dreams.
Is that specifically unicorn dreams or just any dream, but also unicorn farts?
No. It's specific dreams about unicorn farts, John. I'm sorry. I went to a sleep study, and they told us where rainbows were made from, and I said, I don't believe you. But then they said, how many of y'all dreamt about unicorn farts? We all raised our hand, looked out the window. Sure enough, rainbow.
Wow.
So, dreams come true.
Smell delicious.
Or, no, that's gross, John. Not from those unicorns. These are farm raised, so they're not free range. They're fed horrible things. Slop. It's those little prisms you hang from the window that makes all the little colors on the inside of your window.
A prism?
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
So what? So rainbows is when a bunch of prisms get together and like, you know what? Fuck this. We're tired of living on Earth. Let's get out of here. And they take off and they make it halfway up and like gravity's a bitch even for prisms. So what prism goes up must come down and form a rainbow, John. Look it up. That's a fact.
I'll take it. Final question. My boy Pete, you ever find a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow?
No, man. No, man, but I lost a whole shit ton of money trying to play pot of gold at the casino. That was bullshit. That was the last time I really tried to gamble. Oof. No more. I know I don't. No more.
No more. Okay. Well, no more. That was our one of those rounds.
I was just sorry. No, I was like, I don't gamble no more. I was just reading Soul 7 music's heading out. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. We're here every Tuesday. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your parole officer. We'll be here next week. That's water cooler talk, baby. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
When will we be here? When will we be here next week, my boy Pete?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Timing is everything. All right.
Let's do a shot. Yeah. Well, we're getting into our first.
All right. Ooh, folks, we're getting to our first segment. You know what that means? Time to raise your glasses and lower your expectations. Cheers, everybody. Bink, bink,
Cheers.
bink.
Look out.
Okay.
Because you guessed it, we're talking about rainbows.
All right. Perfect. It's great, John. Are we taking it back? We're taking rainbows back from the prisms.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me more. Where did they come from? Rainbows originated in 1848 once we discovered gravity. Hell yeah. Girl, you know what, that Mona Lisa just showed up to the party. Welcome, girl. I'm just saying, if you're only as high as your expectations, I think you should smoke another joint, because I need those expectations a little bit higher. We get funnier the sillier you get.
That's right. Well, speaking of funny, did you know that a rainbow is a multicolored arc made by light striking water droplets?
Are you really? Are you full on gonna rainbow me? Motherfucker, you got rainbowed. You showed up to John's party, you got rainbowed. Oh, John's about to answer the question, why are there so many songs about rainbows, motherfucker?
So, you know what angle the viewer needs to be in front of to see said rainbow? The most familiar type.
It's a 40. It's a 90. It's a 45. It's a 160. You can run a 220 block on a 454, but you'll get a lot better time if you run that 90 on the 160. You know what I mean?
You're not too far off. It's actually 42 degrees. So the viewer needs to be looking directly away from the sun, and the sun needs to be striking them water droplets at a 42-degree angle, and it creates that arc rainbow that we most
whatever, dude.
See.
Here's a little pro tip. If you look directly at the sun for a hot minute and then try to look back away from the sun, you're going to see something a lot cooler than rainbows. It's called spots that you'll never get to go away.
Yeah, that's true.
Carry little rainbows inside your eyes the whole time.
Well, so not only is it shortly after a rain, which is where they get their common name, but
You're
fog.
I'm just having a hard time believing you're doing a segment about rainbows, man. I'm waiting for the punchline. All right, so after a rain or fog, when there's moisture in the air, John, this is great news. You're informing us. I feel like we're all
Waterfalls,
right? Water parks, wet T-shirt contests.
I don't know if I've seen a rainbow there.
Oh, John, you haven't been to the right ones, baby. I'm telling you what. Minnesota County Fair, 2023. Holy shit. John. Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, 2024. Holy shit, John.
Santa Cruz. I mean, yeah, I see why there would be a lot of rainbows there.
Just saying. All this information is available in the pamphlet that you'll get after the show, folks, if you stay to the end. Thanks so much.
Okay, so we all know that a rainbow is just an optical illusion, right? What I didn't quite realize is not at
David Blaine, motherfucker.
Well,
it's sleight of hand.
I mean,
those goddamn prisms are coming for your wallet next. That's how my watch got lost. It was the rainbow. Hey, go back where you came from, rainbows. You're not wanted. Stealing our stuff. only appear at certain angles. That's sneaky. That's infiltrating my vision. I don't like that.
Uh-huh. Well, and much like the theory of relativity has been proven, rainbows are not, everyone sees them slightly different, depending on where you are or if you're in motion, you know?
Roy. Gee, Biv. Saying, is it Roy, gee, BIV? No, HIV. Shit, Roy. That's when a rainbow got AIDS. John, is that a haiku? Roy, GBIV? No, HIV. Boom! If you like color jokes, wait till you get to those. No, we got no time for that, John.
So there's an anti-solar point. It's the imaginary point exactly opposite the sun. That's where the rainbow, the primary rainbow center is. The anti-solar point. But it's imaginary, so there is no anti-solar.
Right. Unless you don't have an imagination, then there is. Wait, with the negative, you would have to have no imagination to see. No, I don't understand. Well, go ahead.
Well, like Simon and Garfunkel saying that there's a rainbow, but all the colors are black. It's just lack of imagination.
No, or you're a dog.
Or you're a dog.
See, what do you think the dogs think about that song? Fuck you, Simon and Garfunkel. You finally made one for us. Why don't you make a full album? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. We can smell it, but we don't like to eat it. How about biscuits, chicken, cheese, and turnovers? I was going to say turnips, but we don't like those either.
All right, so there's this refracted wave that may appear bent, right? And it seems to bounce back from a surface or other wavefront.
Like they do, John.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why they're always.
That's why they're always moving. Always be selling. Always be closing, right? That's why they always be closing, John. We have a whole sales team full of fucking determined rainbows wanting to put you in a new car.
But the visible angles of rainbows are always the same because of that refraction and prisming, and it's between 40 degree angle and 53 degree angle. You might get that double, the auxiliary rainbow at 53, and that's when enough droplets are there, you can get that double rainbow effect, which is a different kind of rainbow, obviously. I repeat, did you know that there are multiple? Did you know there are multiple?
Yeah, John. Every rainbow is unique. You can't judge a rainbow by its cover, John. One rainbow doesn't ruin a whole community, right? You got to meet every rainbow. And like, oh, is that kind? You know what? Shh, you don't get to say that. That's our word. Ain't that right, Roy? He's dying soon. He has BIV. HIV.
Hey, if it doesn't work the third time, keep on going.
Always be cloudy, John. It's the ABCs of rainbows. Right?
Well, speaking of that, here's a different a variation of rainbow, the fog bow.
Oh, that was my favorite. He was the big rooster in the cartoons. I'll say it. Fog bowl leghorn. No, foghorn leghorn. Sorry, that's someone else.
And a fog bow, obviously seen in the clouds, is called a cloud bow.
Isn't that what Robin Hood was shooting? The old fog bow? They made fun of him. That'll never work. It's a crazy bow. Turns out he beat them all, John. Goes to show what a little determination and a good fog bow will get you in this life.
You want another one?
I do.
A moon bow. It's when the rainbows.
It's when the rainbows moonlight. Take their pants down. They're like, "You like these fucking colors? Hey!" It's usually only found among immature rainbows that haven't really gone through the trials and tribulations of life and are really willing to hurt people's feelings. Otherwise known as the taint bow.
Uh-huh. A twine bow. It's a bow, two rainbows that have the same endpoint, and so it looks like it's one rainbow that splits off into two rainbows.
Oh, docking.
What?
When one rainbow gets inside another. Where does one rainbow end, the other begin? I don't know, Rainbow. You tell me. I just feel like you should have gotten a room to do this shit. Jesus.
There's a supernumerary rainbow. It's the thin pastel color.
So one of those in a figure eight. Super. Also pastel.
It appears below the arc, the inner arc of a normal rainbow. So it's like the complex interaction of light rays in the air with small, similarly sized water droplets. So it just looks a little more pastel-y, a little thinner, and it's in the shadow of the big rainbow.
Oh, there you go. Rainbow shadow. You're never going to be anything. You're always living in the... Nope, there's nothing there. John, moving on. You insisted. Why do you keep saying pastel? I hate it when you say pastel.
It's lighter rigid.
What'd you say?
It's lighter rigid.
Okay. That's what I thought you said.
Okay, so quickly, the other two reflection rainbows, or the rainbows right above a body of water. Reflected rainbows appear directly on the surface of a body of water. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those, and I'd like to. I'd like to see a rainbow on the surface of a body of water.
I'd like to see a rainbow in my house. I'd like to become roommates with the rainbow. Brighten my day. Fucking make every shower super rainbowy. I like that a lot. I think rainbows are, I think they're like you can see them wherever you want. It's like seeing the portrait of Mary in a toast, John, a piece of toast, or something in a stone rock. Look, there's a rainbow. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. In my heart, it is. I see it in every body of water I see.
I just see a gorgeous reflection that I just want to jump in and make out with. It's so beautiful. Anyway, because I'm a ginger, this is my favorite, the red rainbow. They have quite rare, but they are red rainbows.
No, and that's when we must attack. That is the time when we will be attacked, or we must attack, and we must strike first. Brothers in arms, unite! Grab your swords! Come with me! The red rainbow is upon us! Kill or be killed! And that was literally the last bat mitzvah I was invited to, John. Crazy, crazy weekend in the Hamptons.
She did become a woman that weekend.
Well, I think we all became a little bit of a woman that weekend.
Well, so those happen right after sunrise or right before sunset, because the shorter wavelengths, blue and violet, are scattered because of the sun, and only the long wavelengths, red, are visible, and so that's why you get the monochromatic rainbow.
Right. Lack of pigment. You can see the rainbow's heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking super awkward. Looks bad in shorts. Yeah, all that stuff. We understand. We've seen those ginger rainbows before. No bueno. That's why we have to attack. I don't know.
Rainbows
but you don't have to take my word for it.
Whose word do you have to take?
Just take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. Come on, John.
Thank you for bringing it up. Rainbows have always fascinated people. Gilgamesh, the first real book ever, the rainbow is a symbol of a deity, the goddess Ishtar, and they're usually very positive myths and legends that come out of rainbows. They've been in our imagination and are reading rainbows since the dawn of man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair enough. That's I mean, that's educational. That's good to know, I guess. But I don't think. All right. No. What about geysers? I think geysers are better than rainbows.
Geysers like Old Faithful.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to call her.
Why geysers?
Because that's I'm trying to think of blowhole, La Bufadora, down in Mexico. For my friends south of the border, we call it La Bufadora, or the blowhole.
I don't think it's called
Oh,
Bufadora.
yeah, it's when you take the blowhole and you put it up your. No, you might say, is there something wrong in translation? No, let me explain. No, let me demonstrate. Here's blowhole. Yeah, no problem. No, John. What's the one fucking? What is the port down in? Not Cabo, down in Ensenada. Yeah, Ensenada. Yeah, you can take a excursion trip, and it's a little town. Yeah, it's the fucking blowhole. Whatever the blowhole means, whatever the translation is. Call in if you speak Spanish and you like whale talk. La Bufadora. Doesn't
Well, speaking of Spanish, in South America, the Whipfala is a type of rainbow flag. It symbols the communities of indigenous from the Andes, stretching from modern day Ecuador to Chile. Whipfala.
Whitfalla. Can I get the origin? Chile. Can you use it in a sentence? No.
Okay. There's a Buddhist flag designed in the 19th century that is flown by Buddhists all around the world that has a rainbow aspect to it.
Aspect to it?
Well, it's a vertical arrangement of the 6 bands of color.
All right. And so are you pulling it up right now? No? You're just going to describe it to me? Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Jewish Autonomous Oblast, it's a community on Russia's border with China, is represented by a 7-band rainbow flag.
That's a lot of rainbow, John.
And here in the United States, the most commonly
Of course it's a 7-band, because that's Roy G. Biv, baby. How are you going to do a rainbow without Roy G. Biv? Without 7 bands?
well, I mean, not all rainbows have 7 bands. Remember the red rainbow? Come on.
That's not a real rainbow, just like you're not a real person, you soulless ginger. Sorry, nope, that wasn't appropriate. We made a pact that we'd save all those personal insults for the emails. Sorry, go.
I don't look at my emails anymore for some weird reason. Anyway, the most familiar here in the United States is a banner representing the movement supporting civil rights for members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender LGBTQIA community. Usually minimum of 5 colors. There are different representations among the different aspects of these communities. And orange, for example, symbolizes health and healing. Green symbolizes nature, et cetera, et cetera. And there's more pastel colors for the transgender and bisexual rainbow flags.
There's when they had the week or the month, LG Pride Month, they did. There was a couple sites where you could get any flag, as many flags as you wanted, if you paid the one shipping price. And I was like, is there necessary to like bulk buy every single flag? They're all free. Like, nah, man, that seems silly to pay, because it was something silly. Like it was like $40 in shipping. It's like, oh, I see how this is how you get your shipping costs of your free stuff. But yeah, there's some great ones. Like I was gonna put it on my buddy does a razor out in the dunes, and he has a border patrol flag, and has a American flag as his whips. I want to put on a different flag for him.
Huh?
I think it's a lot better. They're cool
They're-
looking.
They are cool looking. There's I
never
just
know.
recently saw an American style flag, so the stars and stripes in the gay pride colors. That's
I've seen those, but they have the different the stars are made up of like either wildlife or fish, like for hunting. So it's the American flag with animals, but in the pride colors. I'm like, ooh, I know what I'm getting Jason for Christmas. Ooh, buddy.
so yeah. Rainbows have fascinated people for years. It's an optical illusion. It's something that all sighted color-seeing people see, and people who don't see color do see gorgeous grayscapes. I've talked to a couple. I was like, so how do you see a rainbow? Can you see them? They're like, yeah, of course. It's
Right.
just gorgeous grayscapes and textures.
People with a lazy eye see you in a bullshit rainbow, John. Grayscapes. Ooh, if you're colorblind and cross-eyed, what a horrible life. Everyone looks at me and sees a loser, except this guy. He sees a loser in the vending machine.
And that's those.
And that's rainbows, folks. Well, I don't know. I don't know about you, John, but I learned something today. I learned that I don't want to talk about rainbows anymore. Now the next time I see a rainbow, I'll be like, God damn it, John. You've ruined rainbows for me now.
Oh, if you ever see one on a body of water, on the surface of water, please tell me.
Hey, if you ever see one on a body in the woods, call the cops. Just saying.
Yeah,
See something, say something.
that's right.
Yeah,
Like you could have shot at that point.
I feel like it's time to drink and put out these flames. Folks, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. Now's the time on Two-Side where you load up and gird your loins for round two of this debacle. It only gets weirder from here, folks. Everybody, cheers.
Yeah, got it. Cheers.
Bink, bink, bink.
Like now. Delicious. I like this book.
Gross. Don't say that.
Let's talk about your mom.
I was talking about your milk. I have teats, Greg. Can you milk me? Oh shit, son. We got Jobert here. Hell yeah. What's up, buddy? John, time to get to round two, man. You got it like Johnny on the spot. You got a face for radio. You got a timing for TSA.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be, I don't know. Let's see. What do you want to do? All right, yeah, let's go for the second garbage down the chair of the winding road of iniquity. Justice, truth, peace, garbage. Round.
Why are there so many references to garbage cans? Why does John test my patience?
All right,
They will
John.
find it.
Ask your questions. I will tell you no lies.
No,
Bring
my boy
on.
Pete. No, this is one of my favorite and your favorite and the world's favorite segments. It's My Boy Pete Solves a Cold Case.
Oh shit, son. You guys, I have gotten awards in my dreams, and I'm pretty sure they're prophetic. Or
Pathetic?
empathetic. Pathetic. Emphatic. Doesn't matter, John. What I'm saying is we're gonna get shit done tonight. So everybody get out your little investigation books. Get on your reading glasses because we're going to solve a crime. Let's do it, John.
I have two possibilities. I'm going to start with one that's closer to home. Trouble in Tucson. The old cold case of Trouble in Tucson.
Trouble in Tucson. Well, it doesn't ring any bells, John. I've been in so much trouble in Tucson. It was dark and a stormy night. Yeah, never mind. Tell me more.
Well, all right. So Charles Morgan was a Tucson, Arizona escrow agent who once worked with the mafia, transferring cash into gold bullion.
Okay. Like you do.
Yeah, of course. Morgan testified in a secret state investigation into Banco Internacional de Arizona and disappeared afterward in 1977.
Okay.
His body was found on a dirt road with a bullet to the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
He was shot with his own gun, which had no fingerprints.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. We're on track for an easy closed case, John. Keep going, bud.
In his car nearby, police found ammunition, several sets of handcuffs, and one of his teeth in a tissue paper, a $2 bill, a map, and directions to the murder site were pinned to his underwear.
Ooh. Clever. I see what happened there. We all were going one way, but the underwear pin. Folks, here's a little pro tip. Anytime you're going out to have a good night, I highly recommend pinning a note to your underwear. It'll either throw the cops off or it'll be something fun to talk about if you happen to hook up. Go on, John.
7 Spanish names were written on that $2 bill, and plus a Bible citation.
Please tell me the verse.
This one,
Ecclesiastes.
Thank you. Ecclesiastes 12, 1 through 8.
And it begins. Yea, though the pious man fears no $2. Where's my $2? Nope, that's not it. I'm a little fuzzy.
You want it?
I'm a little fuzzy on my Ecclesiastes, and I don't want to be too
Paraphrasal.
yeah. Well, yeah.
That's a word.
We're going to get up to paraphrasal depth so we can pull up our paraphrasal and look around. Boop, boop, boop. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a bunch of idiots talking shit. Down paraphrasal.
All right. It's a little long, so I'll go through it fast. Stop me whenever you want.
Okay.
Remember your creator in the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come, and the years approach when you will say,
do you remember the times when we first met? Do you remember the times? John, I do remember that verse, and I think that really sums it up. Michael said it best. Makes no difference if you're black or white, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, a Bible verse that is all pointing to God and looking at the
next
Creator.
thing is, I find no pleasure. You will say, I find no pleasure in them. That was just one. I'm going to skip to 8 because 2 through 7 are kind of, yeah. But number 8, great. Meaningless,
Okay,
meaningless, says the teacher. Everything is meaningless. That's 8.
Do you remember the times the teacher yelled? Do you remember the times?
That was my second. Thank you so much. I'm trying out for the part of idiot number 2.
Meaningless. Meaningless. Everything is
Meaningless. Meaningless.
All right. I'm a Pete. Solve that cold case.
So you didn't tell me who the people you said he was with the mob, yes, but everything with that, there was they hired out. It was definitely mob related, but it was not because of the mob. It was because the people he was trading with, and he did someone dirty on the inside. If you gave me the list of file names that we investigated, John, I could point it right out. It's someone who's trying to throw off the tracks. They're not religious. They're not Hispanic by any means, John. They don't carry $2 bills, John. Just queer as a $2 bill.
Well, what about the tooth in the tissue paper?
That was because they were taking things out because they were in the middle of torturing, and they're saying, we're going to go ahead and ransom you. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And he pushed them too far. And they said, all right, nope, fair enough. Sorry,
Is
there's
the
a
mafia coming
dog.
to get you?
Yeah, no, I'm talking too much. There's a group of Mexicans with $2 bills at the door, John.
They all have priest colors on.
Horrible, horrible. No, it's a simple case of correct identification. They knew who he was. He wronged somebody, and I'll tell you who it was if you give me the list. But right now, you're not giving me a lot of. At least give me the police files. Put a link up, John. I believe it's you can request that access through the
State Department.
for Public Carnal Knowledge Act of 2024. It's where everybody gets to know what the fuck's going on. I don't know.
Well, that's forbidden use of carnal knowledge.
Oh, right. It's family ununited. Christ for kids.
So you say mafia of some sort, but they hired out. Well, my boy Pete.
No. I said it was because of the mafia, and it was someone they were doing business with from the mafia. It wasn't mafia in general because he was the middleman, so we were still making. But the people he was in between with, the other side of that crux, John. But I think I win.
Oh,
no.
well.
Fair
Unfortunately,
enough.
authorities ruled the death of suicide. All right.
I
Do you want to
told
say
you,
that?
killer goes free. Did he do it himself?
The back of his head with no fingerprints?
Well, the whole thing is they didn't say that he took his fingers off, so he didn't have any fingerprints. See? Hmm?
Oh, nice. Very seven.
Kurt Cobain.
Cobain. Do you want to?
You want another? I think we're helping humanity. Yeah.
This is for our fans in the UK. I feel if we've been solving enough cases here in cold cases here in the United States.
We've done enough good at home. It's time to do good abroad. It's like when Cesar Millan decided to fix dogs elsewhere. I don't watch that shit. But if I did, I think he did.
This is known as the MI6 spy in a bag mystery.
Ooh. How else would you transport your spies if you didn't put them in bags? Seems weird.
So former GCHQ codebreaker Gareth Williams was found in his London apartment in 2010. Police discovered Williams naked, decomposing body in a sports bag placed in the bathtub when Williams was working on a secondment for MI6.
on a what for MI6?
A secondment. A secondment. Spelled just
Secondment.
as I'm saying, like second, MENT, secondment. Or they'll probably call it secondment. Secondment. Secondment.
Fair enough. I don't know if that's a typo or.
No, I don't believe so. Do you know what MI6
No.
is? I guess we'll start with that.
Yes, it's a secret agency
Oh,
of.
okay.
It's the Secret Service of Histon. I believe I do know.
So
It's second.
the secondment.
Yes, Mom.
The hold all of the bag was padlocked, but the key was inside
Mm-hmm.
the bag with Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So had he somehow locked himself in, or was there something more sinister? Now he did dabble in bondage,
Mm-hmm.
but even Houdini would struggle to get into, let alone out of a locked sports bag.
Mm-hmm.
So police found no signs of forced entry to the apartment, yet authorities removed and replaced his front door.
Mm-hmm. Interesting, John. Interesting. Did they check his anus?
It was decomposing, so
Mm-hmm. 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 Convenient. New door. No butt check. Mm-hmm. Convenient.
Williams's phone was returned to its factory settings in the hours surrounding his death.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Now,
And where was that found?
In
Was
his house,
that in
not
his
in the bag.
rectum? No.
No, it was not. No, it was outside the bag. Yeah.
Okay. That would probably void the service warranty of the phone, but okay. Good.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So, although the intelligence analyst was supposed to chair a meeting on the day he disappeared, MI6 didn't report him missing for a week.
Mm-hmm. 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 Convenient, John. Mm-hmm. 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 Go on.
And so that was 2010. In 2024, Scotland Yard decided Williams was likely alone when he died.
Yeah. No, 100%.
And the
Suicide.
coroner said it was likely criminal. So they disagree.
Ooh. I'm saying, yeah, it was definitely, they put him in the bag. All right, you wanna break codes? Hey, we're working undercover. We're from MI6, but we're deep cover. Double agents who do bad accents all over the board. Where we're from, nobody knows. Get in the bag. If you want to get out, put this key, extra key, in your butt. Put this phone in your butt if you want to call for help. Also, here's a water bottle and some reading literature. Just, all right, get in the bag. Has my personal card and my mail address. I want you to be able to contact me. I really hope that no one checks your butt if you die in this. Hooey. Oh boy, that would really be bad. But also, call me. Get in the bag.
What do you think happened? Solve this cold case.
Bro, I just did. MI6 is all over it. It was deep cover agents who didn't like the work he was doing because he knew too much. He was threatening to talk. He was talking. He had stolen files, John. He had decoded the wrong thing that he shouldn't have seen, or he decoded it wrong because he did it on purpose for an ulterior motive. John, I've seen it 100 times. I hope you call me.
Oh,
Get in the
my boy
bag.
Pete. I don't know why that happened.
Did he throw in a trash can? The
And
bag
the
was in a
trash can
trash
got
can. They
tossed.
moved him
He got
up.
tossed
They
down the
tossed
stairwell.
up in the. Oh, John. Now you're helping too, John. You can be part of the cold case crime family. John, look at us. They're gonna make a show about us. Two stupid detectives solving cases.
I mean, Pete, I'm giving this one. I'm giving this one to you. You know, never trust the government. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Never trust the government. Hey. Nope. Nope. You know what? What was? Do you remember the movie Gotcha? With the
Movie?
what's his? The movie Gotcha with Goose, with Michael Anthony, Neil Anthony, Michael. Fuck man,
Michael Anthony
Goose.
Hall?
No, Goose, Cougar and Merlin and Maverick and Goose. He was in fucking ER. What's the guy's name? God damn it. Doesn't matter.
No Wild.
You're the worst. Moving on. The worst. Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. Steve Perry.
And I should have been gone. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, so both of them. The officials essentially said, "No, he did it to himself. He shot himself in the back of the head. He put himself in that bag and somehow padlocked it with the key inside."
I think what we're taking away, guys, is we're all putting ourselves in emotional bags and throwing the key away. And we don't have any reading material or phones or water bottles or anything up our butts to keep us busy in that emotional bag. We're going to die in there unless we either plan ahead and put things in our butts or reach out and give someone the key. Folks, that's a little insight from the two sides.
And my boy Pete has solved yet another cold case, or two.
Or two, folks. I've broken emotional boundaries with all the listeners. I know that. I've helped a lot of people. Just saying, reach out, get some help, plan ahead. Start small, work big.
My boy Pete, we're gonna move. We actually got a couple of packets. Let's pop those, and we'll move right along. And I'm ready to.
Hey,
Gals, what's going on? Hope you're having the most ultimate stellar Tuesday ever. And they're gonna keep coming. Whoop whoop. Gotta love the good vibes.
Right?
Good to see y'all.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Thanks for tuning in. Always a pleasure, Foxy Lady. Always a pleasure.
The only reason they hopped in my van is because it said free Wi-Fi. We go for a ride.
I gotta get one of them stickers, John. Free Wi-Fi.
Boy, did we go for a ride? Is that going to be the full sticker or just
No,
free
no.
Wi-Fi?
That's just gonna be something we do. Oh shit. We're losing fucking dog, man. Fucking dog, man. We're losing things, man. Everything's going bad, man. What are we gonna do, son? I guess we're back. It's hard. It's hard, John.
That's all right. I think we'll just do a shot, clean that palate of all that stench of death that you uncovered and cover it back up.
I'm with you. All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bing, bang.
Check out. Yo. because my boy Pete, we're going to go to our short. Tell the people at home what a short is.
Short. John reads a something from a single source, reads a topic from a single source, and puts a timer on the clock. And after the timer's over, then we stop talking about it. But until then, we talk, and we continue to talk shit about it, and we discuss and hash out. But then we stop. There's a timer. It's good to have boundaries. Pro tip: always have boundaries.
All right, I guess that's a good enough explanation.
Fucking, we're all learning lessons.
All right, the headline here is what would happen if you tried to land on a gas giant?
Like someone who's over 6'7" and fucking farts a lot.
Maybe. Let's find out. Here we go. And
This is gonna be bullshit, because what happens when you try to land on a gas giant? Because to be able to have this be true, someone would have had to have tried to have done it, and this is what has happened. But right now, everything you're gonna say is theoretical, so I'm gonna start off by saying you're a fucking liar bullshit.
so like landing on a gassy person over 6'2"?
Yeah, this is gonna be something. This fucking dog, bro.
The structure of gas giants is nothing. The structure of gas giants is nothing like that of terrestrial planets like Earth. Jupiter and Saturn, the two major gas giants in our solar system, as the ones beyond it are giant ice planets, don't have a surface in the same way Earth does. Instead, their atmosphere simply gets thinner until there isn't enough density left to call the surrounding air part of the planet anymore. Quote, there is no location where you can say, okay, this is where the planet stops.
Planet stops here, John. I didn't hear a word you said, but this is all about boundaries. It's all about where planets stop and I begin. Right now, you're in my orbit, baby. This is my sun. You came into my universe. My rules apply. That's what I told this dog over here. He don't listen.
Well, so if you're like on the planet and you're going out, there's no. So, what do we got? That atmosphere. What do we call that? The burning up and the thing. Ozone layer. Yep. The thing. What's the thing the Earth has?
Stratosphere. Yeah. No, it's a pollution problem. Too many edges to fall off of.
That thing.
Dragon Ball Z spin-off cartoons that I love and I haven't watched all of.
If an astronaut is coming back into Earth and hits the Earth at a bad angle, they'll just burn up and die.
And no one's around to hear it. Will NASA report it?
Ooh, jeez. No, that was just a big old meteorite.
Oh man, there goes another meteorite. all those Starlink satellites that we see going across the sky all the time. Yeah, no, that's just a satellite. That's like no one's on those things falling off, burning away. That's probably not workers. Your time is up. Thank you for your service. You signed the contract. All of your earnings will be sent back home to your family.
Yeah, I've seen Moon. Yeah, I know.
100%, John.
One day, we've been tired of living this way. We must rise up, take over the Starlinks.
Get your ass to Mars. Do it now. So, John, we could never get our asses to Mars, is what you're saying.
Right, the ozone layer, the thing, the burning uppy thing. That's the end
stratosphere,
of the planet,
right? The Cretaceous period. It's a meteor ride. It's more of a girthier. Look at the size of that meteorite. It's a girthier.
it's also the thing that protects us from the gamma rays of the sun and makes it so we can actually not
Sunblock.
be all dead.
Parasols. The trust tree. The leaves of the branch of the trust tree.
Ozone layer. Let's just call it the ozone, the atmosphere.
That's gross, John. Because if you're going to call it that, then you're going to tell me it's burning up. And the next thing you know, we're going to be on a whole will they, won't they.
So anyway, gas planets don't really have that. There's just like, there's just less and less and less and less. And like eventually like, oh, there's none. But it's like Canada. No one knows exactly when Canada became a sovereign nation. And it might not technically still be, but it is, but it's not, but it is. But there's like some points, but no one knows exactly when. That's a gas giant. It's like, am I out of it? Am I out of it? I'm definitely out of it by now. But when did that happen?
Am I in? What about now?
MI6.
Sorry. Gas giant to MI6, over. Can you read me?
And that's that, baby.
What a great code name, John. If I'm ever out in the field, yeah, you have to call me Gas Giant. Fantastic.
All right. There we go. Oh, that's silly. All right. We got, oh crap, we got a bit. Oh yeah, maybe you want to hit one of those, or should we just move on?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll hit a couple, and then we'll plow into the the next one. We'll play a couple. Here we go.
Just do little psychedelics, a little bit of mushrooms, come on here and just kind of trip over you guys. Everybody has their own drug of choice. I'm not one for alcohol, but the longest I was sober was 10 years, and then I turned 11.
That's fucking good. That's fucking good. I only did drugs once. For 37 years.
But just don't pull his finger when he asks you to. Well, I remember, back in the day when the white man wanted to go to the moon, the only reason was because he thought we had land up there, a state of.
Right? See? We gotta take that.
Flat earthers that think the world is flat, all they fear is fear itself.
Okay. That was fucking good. There's nothing to fear but sphere itself. God damn it. Man, hell yeah. All right, I'm with you, brother. Bring those fucking puns back, baby.
Planet phallus.
My man. Fuck yeah. Dream Sky Redwood. Hell yeah. Cheers, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
That was lovely. All right, my boy Pete. We got one more segment before we're going to jump into our green room because we're just chugging right along. And speaking of chugging,
we're nothing if not efficient. People look at us and they say, "Wow, what bastions of fucking truth, fucking pure examples." They're poster children of efficiency. Bullshit, John. All right, and it gets worse with time. You know what? Tell you. All right. Folks, if you like what you've seen, if you can't believe what you've heard, if you don't understand why we're still here, well, folks, don't be afraid to tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your parole officer. We'll be here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Sandwich Time on Wednesday mornings if you happen to be across the pond. John, raise your glass. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We're almost done. Hold on to your butts. We're getting close. Cheers. Bink, bink, bink.
Look out. You're welcome for listening. we're gonna finish this up. As Pete was mentioning earlier in this episode, it's been Pride Month. Every June is Pride Month, and New York is about to experience Pride Weekend. With the some call it a parade, others call it a riot or march, because it is in representation of the Stonewall riots. So we're going to talk about the Stonewall riots.
Ooh, okay. All right. Stonewall riots were an amazing time in history, John. I feel like we're getting to that point again, but it's going to be labeled something different. I don't know. I don't know, buddy. Anytime I see any parades now, like I feel like I would get nervous at like the Macy's Thanksgiving. Like, oh, it's the St. Patty's. Like, oh no. Oh. Anytime there's a gathering of people walking down the street, I feel like bad things are coming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's like I've been in a bad relationship for too long, John. Maybe. But I'm just a little gun shy.
Once bitten, twice shy.
4 times bitten, you're an idiot.
He ain't gonna bit me again.
Yeah. Stop touching that dog.
Well, right. So you mentioned the Macy's Day Parade, one of the biggest in the world. The St. Patty's Parade, New York has the oldest one. Yes, it is older than Boston and Dublin and all of Ireland's, the oldest one. But they're all parades. The Pride parades, as people commonly know them, are actually marches and or reenactments of riots, which are not really reenactments because they're nonviolent. But
it's
they
like
want to be sure that it's not a parade.
Like
that people know it's not a parade.
Yeah, it's like the Civil War reenactments.
Nonviolent. Everyone
Yeah,
gets up
it's
at the end and shakes hands.
They're using muskets. It's fine.
So these riots,
Are those sideburns from the period? No, that's just that lady being real comfortable with herself.
the Stonewall riots, also called the Stonewall Uprising, began in the early hours of June 28, 1969, when New York City police raided the Stonewall Inn, a gay club located in Greenwich Village in New York City. The raid sparked a riot among bar patrons and neighborhood residents as police roughly hauled employees and patrons out of the bar, leading to 6 days of protests and violent clashes with law enforcement outside the bar on Christopher Street, in neighboring streets, and in nearby Christopher Park. The Stonewall riots served as a catalyst for the gay rights movement in the United States and around the world.
It's just so hard, man. Like that's the thing. Protesting is, I'm with it. I support it. I you see it all through our history. Yeah. But I don't know, to know that you're going to get your fucking ass whooped by a cop. And if you do anything, you're going to be in like even more trouble than you already are. Yeah. You're going to get beaten and maced and then catch and release after fucking 48 hours. But if you put hands on them, you're going to jail. Like, how can you do that? And like, yep, I'm cool with that. I have a hard I don't know, man. I support everyone who does. I donate to the organizations. I believe in protesting and like save the whales. Like, when's the last time we protested for a whale? You know what I mean?
I think it was Star Trek 4, the Journey Home.
Right. That was awesome. Computer, can you hear me now? Oh, I've got to do it the old school way. Tell him, Scotty, fuck yeah. Sorry.
So
John's a hardcore Trekkie. He knows exactly what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Computer with the little mouse. All right. So there had been constant raids in gay bars as the 1960s and preceding decades were not welcoming times for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Americans. For instance, solicitation of same-sex relations was illegal in New York City Those they were so. However, the New York State Liquor Authority penalized and shut down establishments that served alcohol to known or suspected LGBT individuals, arguing that the mere gathering of homosexuals was, quote, disorderly. Because of activist efforts, the regulations were overturned in 1966, and LGBTQIA patrons could then be served alcohol. But engaging in gay behavior in public, which includes holding hands, kissing, or dancing with someone of the same sex, was still illegal. So police harassment of gay bars continued, and many bars still opened without liquor licenses, in part because they were owned by the mafia, including the Stonewall Inn. They were the only ones who were like, we can make money out of this, and we don't like authority, so yeah, we'll do that. Because everyone else was like, no, I don't want to be associated with homosexuals.
See, that's why the mafia can't be all that bad. You know what I mean? Just hear me out, John. Don't make a RICO case about it. Jesus.
So the syndicate saw the profit, catering to the shunned gay clientele, and the Genovese crime family controlled most of Greenwich Village gay bars. They purchased the Stonewall Inn in 1966. It was a quote unquote straight bar and restaurant, cheaply renovated it and reopened it by the next year as a gay bar.
We'll turn them. We'll turn them. We'll get them. Only took a year, John. Got him.
Well, without police interference, the crime family could cut costs how they saw fit. The club lacked a fire exit, running water behind the bar to wash glasses, clean toilets that didn't routinely overflow, and palatable drinks that weren't watered down beyond recognition. What's more, the mafia reportedly blackmailed the club's wealthier patrons who wanted to keep their sexuality a secret. So they weren't the greatest in the world.
Yeah, but okay, hear me out. So no safe exit, but come on. It's going to be pretty safe, yeah?
Stonewall.
Water.
Stonewall.
Yeah, it's fine. Stones don't burn. It's fine.
Exactly.
You're fine. Stop bitching. Watered down drinks. Come on, John. Who hasn't had those? You're going to get them anywhere.
Yeah.
Getting blackmailed by the mafia, but you're rich. Don't be. It's like paying extra taxes. Don't be a fucking bitch about it. Just pay your dues. Live your best life. I'm sure there's a tax bracket. Could look at.
Well, right. They're the mafia. They're very well organized. Post, Al Capone, they were like, we need our tax people to actually be really on the ball. Our accountants need to really, really be good.
Right, 100%. Their secretarial pool was fucking on point.
So, regardless of all that, the Stonewall Inn quickly became an important Greenwich Village institution. It was large and relatively cheap to enter. So those wealthier patrons, they were paying very little prices all the time. And so you're right. They got the rich tax. It's like all the poorer patrons of the Stonewall. It was real cheap to enter, real cheap drinks. And yeah, they were watered down, but they got a dance. They drag queens were accepted, where at some gay bars they were not. Which was so the Stonewall, transgender, and so it became a sort of a mecca of the Greenwich Village for the gay scene, the LGBTQIA scene. People would hear about it and come from the Midwest to go to New York so that they could go to Stonewall, because nowhere else in the U.S. were they really accepted in such a way. And it was cheap. That's helps, right? Unless you had to pay the rich tax, but you're rich, it's fine.
You're fine. You're just a fucking visitor. You're fine.
It was also a nightly home for many runaways and homeless gay youths who panhandled or shoplifted to afford the entry fee. And it was one of the few, if not only, gay bars left that allowed dancing.
What does that mean? Oh, because the other ones couldn't, because you couldn't dance with the same sex. So you could drink with them, but you couldn't hold hands or show affection at the bar. You could.
Or dance.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Fair enough.
So the Stonewall Inn had been raided several times before this time. But the morning of June 28th, it came as a surprise because the bar wasn't tipped off this time. The mafia, who had an in with the police, they didn't get the tip off. And that changed things because armed with a warrant, police officers entered the club, roughed up patrons, and finding bootlegged alcohol, arrested 13 people, including employees and people violating the state's gender-appropriate clothing statutes, which meant female officers would take suspected cross-dressing patrons into the bathroom to check their sex.
I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to airdrop you guys all a bunch of pictures, whether you like it or not. And any takers want to come behind this here curtain, take a real good look up close, y'all are welcome. Let's get some bidding going on the floor.
Huh? Take a gander under my frock. Yeah, right.
Methinks he doth protest too much.
Well, here's the thing. This time, the patrons resisted and violence broke out as officers tried to calm the crowd. In a spontaneous outpouring of frustration, patrons and onlookers began yelling and throwing objects at the police. And the mob was okay with this because their own people were also being arrested.
Hey, keep on throwing shit. We're pretty okay with this.
Won't do the rest, John. I feel like mob, they've taken away all the good voices.
All you ladies and gents and everything in between, y'all keep throwing shit. Don't say a word, but keep on chucking all them bottles and cans. Perfect.
Well, so an oral history that was captured by an activist, Mark Siegel, who was there at the time, recalled a, quote, circus of amazing colors and lights and people running. I'm just looking at the door and saying to myself, African Americans can fight for their rights. Latinos can fight for their rights. Women can fight for their rights. What about us?
He also said, please do not judge me for my brother's work. Stephen has been an embarrassment to the family. Let's focus on the issues at hand.
Within minutes, a full-blown riot involving hundreds of people began. The police, a few prisoners, and a Village Voice writer barricaded themselves inside the bar, which the mob attempted to set on fire after breaching the barricade repeatedly. Not the mafia, the mob of people.
You would almost say they were marked for death. Sorry.
You would almost. So the fire department and a riot squad eventually able to douse the flames, rescue those inside the Stonewall, and disperse the crowd. But the protests, sometimes involving thousands of people, continued in the area for 5 more days, flaring up at one point after the Village Voice published its account of the riots. And the New York Times finally got involved. And this is the photograph on the front page of the New York Times of the riots.
What was the headline?
I believe it was Stonewall riots in New York City. it was a very simple headline. I don't have that in front of me, but I when I'm looking it up, and it's a very famous article, like Stonewall riots in New York City. This person right here is now in his mid to late 70s. And his name is Jerry, and he happens to be someone I know, someone who comes to the bar that I work at, and was like, "Oh yeah, oh Stonewall's coming up pretty soon." I was there. I was like, "Oh cool." He's like, "No. I mean, I was actually in that really. This is one of the most famous photographs of the Stonewall riots." And the person to the mid to far left, the second face you could see coming from the left, looking kind of straight at the camera, is a patron named Jerry. And that's pretty awesome.
Here's the deal. No, it's awesome, but you got to capitalize on that. Print that out, get it photo grade. Next time he comes in, like have him sign it. Let's get a signature.
Walking around
on
with
that.
a cane. He's walking around with a cane these days. So yeah, maybe I should do that sooner than later.
Get a couple of those. Like, hey, you're here. I'm going to give you free drinks. I need you to sign this whole pile of photographs. Also, can you name the other people in the picture? If not, we're going to forge a lot of signatures. Sean, it's going to be memorabilia for days. Also, folks, if you like, make sure you hit us up in the Two-Sided store for all of your two-sided memorabilia and signed photographs.
Some of the unsung heroes, just kind of round this out, because what was the outcome? Many rights. The GLAAD was formed, PFLAG, and several other activist rights organizations formed. Several rights were finally brought in, though gay marriage or marriage equality didn't really happen until the 90s, early 2000s, with California going in and then going out and going back in. Good for you all. That was fun. And
like
then
the
the
test
federal
waters.
legalization. Yeah. And obviously the America's first gay pride, they generally known as a parade, but march. And say it loud, gay is proud. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. It was originally called Christopher Street Liberation Day, and that was in 1971, year later. And so this is the 24th or 25th, depending on where you are in the world. In 3 days will be the anniversary of the Stonewall riots. And some unsung heroes are as Sylvia Rivera, Puerto Rican and Venezuelan trans female who fought for the civil rights and of LGBTQIA, is depicted in the poster that I'm now sharing. And she worked closely to create STAR, STAR, which is Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, with Marsha P. Johnson, who's known as one of the main leaders of the riots in the moment. Marsha was there at the Stonewall while they were raided. Sylvia came in a day later to continue with the riot, the 6-day riots. And they worked together to help move that LGBT movement, rights movement into the 60s and 70s. So a couple of unsung heroes, because when people think of the Stonewall riots, they usually just think of gay men, but it's a wider spectrum of the queer community or LGBTQIA community. And trans women, those two especially, were very much leaders of the beginnings and the aftermath that led to a lot of our the rights in general. So shout out to them.
There's work to be done, man. It takes many hands. Work doesn't judge whose those hands are, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Heavy lifting requires everybody. It takes a village to build an idiot. And many hands equals stupid resulted work.
So, that's a little bit of since we're towards the end of Pride Month and coming up to that anniversary, I just wanted to give a little shout out to the Stonewall riots that sparked a movement and created rights for a very underrepresented community that seems to be looked at again these days.
Yeah, no, it's a weird time. Time is secular. It's just we're going through some weird shit. But I feel like Stonewall, I know it's not a good joke to make, but someone tell me, is there a wrestler named Stonewall? It's not Stonewall. I want to say Stone Cold, Stonewall.
Wasn't that stonewalling? Isn't that like where you just like?
It's a maneuver in life. Shh, quiet. It's a face-off. It's when Nicolas Cage and John Travolta touch each other's faces.
That's right.
It's a weird thing. People only do it if you're part of the church. I don't know what church. Maybe Stone Cold. That guy, man, ridiculous. Someone who did that, but yeah, he would smash a lot of the beers, but he drank a lot of them. So you'd have to be drunk. Every time you're out there, you're fucking drunk. That's great. That's
so. In 2016, then President Barack Obama designated the site of the riots, which is Stonewall Inn, Christopher Park, directly across the street from it, and the surrounding streets and sidewalks, all a national monument in recognition of the area's contribution to gay rights. I just wanted to point that out because a national monument is like the Statue of Liberty, which means that it's under the park rangers' jurisdictions. So there was one park ranger who every single day had to go and just hang out. There's no entrance fee.
It's fucking awesome. It's just their park, and I just walk around the sidewalk. Hi, folks. How you doing?
And they give out information but like there's no entrance, there's no like selling things, there's no merch, there's no nothing. It's just
hi, I'm Ranger Dandy.
Best job in the world.
You're gonna have a lot of different shops and things to like. Oh, it's my break. I'm gonna go and no, not gonna go there.
Well, but the Stonewall Inn itself is part of the monument.
Well, I need to come in.
Exactly.
Folks, if you want a Stonewall Inn shot glass, it's a national monument shot glass. You actually buy a shot for $7 and you take it home for free. What do you say? Oh, you want to buy one for me? Well, if you want to buy one for a park ranger, it's only $2. I've been on work duty since 9 a.m. More souvenirs for everybody. I'm the best ranger there is. Ranger Dandy fucking strikes again, motherfuckers.
I love it. So the sources for this episode of Two-Sided Event. First segment, National Geographic magazine, Canon cameras, and the Royal Meteorological Society. Second segment, the History Channel, the Library of Congress, National Geographic again, and ZINN, Z-I-N-N Education Project, teaching people's history. And the short was popular science.
My segment was brought to you by National Geographic. It's all about gramics in the national spectrum. Also, zine, little nicotine pouches. I got nothing, Sean. I hear all these things. I want to say something for that. I want to say something for that, but the mind is like Swiss cheese at this point. We're running on fumes, bud. .org.
We're running on fumes, bud. .org. Someone snatch that up before we do.
Right. Just saying, it's a nonprofit. We're now applying for a 501c3.
Yeah.
We're gonna initially go as a conservationist group, but it's also gonna be probably pivoted into some sort of a church.
Well, speaking of pivoting, now it's time for your favorite game in mind. My boy Pete, what's the through line? We got rainbows, we got gas giants, and we got the Stonewall riots, also known as the Stonewall Uprising.
Oh, they look like strong hands, but the rainbow nothing came and took it all away. I think it's the never-ending story is that the elements will persevere.
I mean, my boy Pete, you're right. Not all rainbows are nice.
See? I'm telling you what, I think we're like simpatico.
Before we get out of here and go to the green room, my boy Pete, is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
No, John, I regret nothing. I take nothing back. I did this one for my home, my community, my people. I am ready. That's what I'd say if I ever got pulled before a firing squad. But yeah, I take nothing back, John.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Pete, get your shot ready. We have our open chat show continuing for those listening live on the stereo app or watching live on YouTube. So if you are here now, regardless of the platform, stick around. And if you are hearing this later and want to join us in the green room for after show wind downs, or want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWL, sidedpod@gmail.com. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, pal. Bing, bang.
That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcast and even join us live, both on a YouTube channel handled at Two Sided Pod, all one word, and the stereo app every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun. Here on Two Sided. Love you, Pete.
Love you, John. Gross. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that's right. We're almost there. We're getting ready to go to the green room, and holy shit, that's when I guess we can say it. I guess we can officially go. Yep, he's out, so we can start the new recording. You know, we're a primitive people, folks, and so John doesn't really know how to do the splicing of the audios, the connecting of the videos. I digress. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we barely made it. It was touch and go, but we finished the race. Holy shit. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for staying with us. John's putting up a timer. You motherfucker, you better not be like, I'll be back in 15. He's gonna go get a fucking, I'm gonna go down to the fucking bodega down here, get a beef and cheese, little chopped cheese action. John, don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. At least come back in and give me audio so I can play some things. Anyway, folks, we're doing a whole new approach where we try not to communicate or, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the stage, your friend and mine, the man of the hour, the ginger with the power, John L. Peacock. Huh!
What up, yo?
Hey, buddy, how's it going? I understand.
Right.
So it's a fun thing. So we have anyone who saw the new, who tuned in beforehand, because we start at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if we didn't mention that, but we now have a logo that we start 15 minutes before that has some dope music set up by our producer. So if you can tune in, there'll be links in all of our shows on YouTube for his whole set. Fucking the beats, the
Beat goes on.
and on and on. See, I'm still with the Galactic Super Friends, but it's the
It's hard for me to get rid of.
the Beats Playhouse. We beat kids. We kids on the
Beat kids.
Beat kids.
Beat kids.
Yeah.
Beat kids.
Yeah. Not with a closed fist, but I'm just saying, teach a kid a lesson.com. Fucking horrible. John, we got some packets to pop.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to go anywhere. I feel like, are you okay? Can you stay here? John, never leave us. You're going to run away. You're going to never come back.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Runaway train, never come back. John L. Peacock on a one-way track. Fucking Ginger just a getting me going. Come on, John, you know what I'm a knowing. He's ginger and dumb and his skin sees through. You can see his heartbeat when it beats for you. John L. Peacock is the co-host of Your Dreams Come True. Come on, John. See what I did there? You thought I was going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you should go somewhere else. Because I'm gonna go somewhere else. Pop those packets. I'll set things up for it. We all good to go.
All right. I'm gonna pepper in some.
So we got some interesting things here happening. All right, I've done that. Yep, I've done that. Things are good. Perfect. Right? Yeah, perfect. All right, so yeah, we're gonna pepper in. We got some interesting things happening here. Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, Delicious is here. One of my favorite people in the world.
My two favorite podcasters. Top of the evening, Are y'all discussing first base, second base, and third base? We've gone so much further than third base. I think there might be a sixth base at this point. How you doing?
How you doing, girl? I'm saying we're reinventing the game over here. There's all different kinds of things being thrown in. Great to hear your voice.
Well, which bathroom are they going to take them into to check their sex if they don't know what sex they are? I'm asking for a coworker.
Right. That's why I say you always keep at least 3 or 4 different pictures of your junk, all your business on your phone. That I go to Glamour Shots. They do a soft focus, a nice lens. They put sometimes a feather boa around it, really class it up. You know what I mean? Airdrop that to every motherfucker in the place when they come in searching. Like, you don't need to see unless you need to see. And then at that point, like, I demand to get the costume kit for my car. I think that's the thing. If not, you need a go bag and a costume kit for your junk. It's a small one, so you put not a small. That's not what I meant. Fuck you guys. Ooh. Oh shit.
Brothers. Good to see you out here doing your thing. Still, fun and the serious. That sounds like kind of like my grandma used to watch The Young and the Restless. Remember that one? Like, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. But just said, oh God, how I love my stories.
And out 1969, well, I was 1 year old, and I bet you guys were still in Baghdad. I was talking to a group of women at the mall one day when they were having their little protest. But I think I have a nice ass because as I walked away from them, one whispered, "What an ass."
He's a funny dude. He's a funny
And also, like, save Bigfoot. But as soon as we find the fucker, we can save him. My cousin went to a gay bar the other night, and he got bit by a gay guy. So we'll see.
Whoa, see, no, only consensual biting. I'm a big fan of biting, only if it's consensual. Light to aggressive choking, consensual biting, branding. No, that's all. It's neither here nor there. If you look in the bio, you'll see all the links.
Yeah, motherfucking green room in this bitch. It's time to get that weed smoke flowing. If you don't smoke weed, then you need to get your neighbor to light up a joint. This is that time, folks. It's not my show. It's the two-sided pod. I'm the third wheel. So I'm just telling you how this shit goes. We're about to get so high. So high.
That's what I'm saying. My man, my fuck.
Gotta say, I live vicariously through you both. You guys are both amazing. Right on.
Fuck yeah. Dream Sky Redwood, thank you, brother, so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. You got a fucking twisted sense of humor, and I love it. It's like a dad sense of humor, but it's a pretty fucked up one. My man. I think we need to fucking go bowling or do some crazy shit.
You're supposed to be like hailing from the state of New York. Coming in at like 7 feet tall, 180 pounds. The ginger who's a mister who, you're right. There's a lot of things to think through there, and I'll get back to you. I'm going to come up with a good one.
Bro. Hailing from the borough of Brooklyn, from the state of New York, weighing in at 5 foot nothing, weighing 100 nothing. Man, you soaking wet and you ain't got nothing to show. The ginger with the minger, the man of the hour, the see-through, heart-beating soul of the hour. John L. Peacock.
I will never be able to unhear that. John, Pete, I will never be able to unhear that. Like sands through the hourglass. These are the two sides of our lives. Oh, I love it. You're lucky I'm busy. I will come up with that intro.
Bro, I'm saying, fuck yeah. Fucking Mindfox. I think John's gonna be in his nose business. I'm gonna pull you up until for a hot minute here, see what's happening. Because this motherfucker takes his
Super impromptu.
time.
I'm on the back patio, no bells, no whistles.
No, I don't need it. I'm needing a little bit of filler, man. I haven't heard from you. I haven't talked to you. I appreciate you stepping in. I appreciate you handling business in my absence. It's like raising another kid, isn't it? Like you step in and like, Jesus Christ, this ginger's running all over the place.
John finally figured out how to fucking throw it together and give me a topic that I can talk for 8 hours on. And he was like, dude, this was supposed to be a short show. It's late.
We're going though.
I'm still under. Right? I don't really get off. I'm like, yeah.
Because we're going. You can
all
edit
the
that.
time.
Hell yeah, dude. How's your class going? How's fucking coming with ODB?
I want to answer that question with a question.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
who's
because
your favorite,
I'm
who's
going
your favorite
through
Wu-Tang member?
I mean.
So yeah. Answer a question. ODS, OPS, OPI. CBI. Acronyms.
Oh, OBS
You're doing
is
the thing.
over. OBS, it got to a point. I got this guy when I was in the OBS class. I got this guy, the teacher, Michael Ignacio, or Robert Ignacio. He
Ay, Dios mío, Robert Ignacio.
he became,
You killed my father.
famous.
Prepare to die.
All right. He's a pretty cool dude, though. He became famous when COVID happened, because we had Olympic Games that year, and they were like, we got to call it off. And somebody told somebody, no, I got a guy, and they flew in Robert Ignacio to talk to these people. That's how important he is to the world. I was like, oh no shit, and he's done 2 of them now.
Did they do
anyway,
a
he was
Disney
like,
movie about him? Oh,
not yet.
No.
Not yet.
He's
Gonna be dope. But anyway, he fucking he does these question and answer things. He don't record them. I was the only person who showed up. So he was like, so I mean, what kind of questions do you have? You know, you've progressed very well. And I'm like, yeah, I'm picking it up very good. But my question is, how do I connect it to StreamYard? And he was like, oh. I'm like, what? I know you know how to do that. And he was like, oh, I mean, so here's the tricky thing about this. It's in your last class. You're going to learn how to do that. You're going to learn how to do that. You're going to learn how to get the RSS feed so you can put anybody's ticker on your fucking show. I was like, anybody? Like CNN, ESPN, whoever? He was like, they're all on RSS feeds. So that led me to, I could just drop out right now and go to YouTube and figure that shit out, because I have been figuring it out.
So what you're saying right now is you're going to be a black hat motherfucker. You're going to be pulling some shit in and pulling things into feeds, or you're going to use your powers for good.
Well, I knew I need stream elements to get to stereo. So I can
hear me out.
Stereo.
Hear me out. I have a challenge for you. I have a challenge for you. If you want to play the game, I'm willing to be your little lab rat. I'm the outbreak monkey, my friend. I offer the show to you. Drive us to the airport. Send this outbreak monkey show into the universe. See if you can put together something. John will give you the. We'll tune in from your side for the show. We'll broadcast on our channel from whatever rig, whatever things you set up in.
You've already had that thought, Pete. I could do it right now.
I'm not. No. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Not right now.
No. Hear me out. No. I know. Hear me out. Here's the challenge, because this is what if you can pull it together, we're gonna have a meeting. Our producer's in the background listening. He's like, all right. But we're gonna have a meeting and set something up, because here in a couple weeks, I'm going to be, I was just telling John, I have a work thing that's going to be coming up in the middle of July where it's iffy. I might be able to make, if it is, I'm going to be in a hotel room in San Diego, which is going to be, I could do it, but I could be out drinking on the company dime, which would be a lot more fun. So if you want to come in and have that play, like to come in and run a show and have John.
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, all the people who are going to hear this after the fact, y'all in for a treat here in a couple weeks. I'm going to say it right now. But I know my time is limited. I know John needs to get back in here. So I have one question of you, because no, absolutely. Yes, I'm in.
Wonderful.
Have you ever had to take an interviewing class?
Yes.
Like the art of interviewing. Did you do good in said class?
The first time, no.
I came up to this class and I thought advanced interviewing, shoo-in. That's always something that people always say to, like, you ask the best questions at the perfect time. You should do that shit on TV. Which is why I'm in the school in the fucking first place, Pete. I hate this dude. I hate my teacher. I want the fuck out of this class as soon as possible. My first week, I got a 59.
Yeah.
I'm a straight A student. I'm a straight A student. And I got through math. And now I'm in interviewing, and this is my lot. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck you, bro. I have
100%.
checked out. I have
This is
argued
why.
with dude through 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks.
So that's what it is. No, that's what it is. So turn your mind around. Like, don't argue what your argument was. That's why I should have a better grade. Think of your approach of, this is why I'm going to tell this motherfucker why I should, and this and why and here and you know what, and this is what I told you, motherfucker. And I'll tell you again. And I'll come back again, right? And everything you just said in that "fuck you" motherfucking speech, that's what you say in your interview. And here's an example of my work.
I think we should just talk about fucking sports questions. You know what I mean? I love it.
I'm saying.
He might give me an F, but I really want to do that.
Do it.
Right?
He'll give you an A.
I'm on my final. I'm up to the final, and I stepped out. I interviewed some guy on soccer, which I know absolutely nothing about. I know I can't touch the ball with my hands. Beyond that, I really don't know. I don't know what the positions are. I don't know what. I know the goal is to get a goal.
Beckham bends it, apparently.
And he was like, you should have interjected here. You should have interjected there. You should have cut this answer way the fuck down. Like, he has nitpicked and nitpicked and nitpicked every step of the way. And I'm like, you are a son of a fuck, you.
Have you ever been
I got a
interviewed by
B
him,
this last
a mock
week.
interview?
Yeah, then you should do sports. It's easy. That's what it is. John, that's what he said he did. Because he's interviewing people.
Right.
And then it's recorded.
Yeah, and it has to be.
Right, and then he just judges the interview.
And then he judges the interview.
Right.
This last week, though,
there's
18 people in the class. And
I've seen big.
This motherfucker, week 3, our discussion, we had to team up with somebody else. So I teamed up with Rodrigo to do the fucking, and he was over the moon that I introduced him as the fucking, this is all on Outsider without the E, Outsider _ TV on YouTube. This guy comes in with all of his soccer knowledge. I used like 3 different AIs to come up with the questions. Anyway, I interviewed him. He interviewed me. We both got shitty grades. But then 2 other people were like, well, can I interview you anyway? And I'm like, yeah. So I did 3 out of 18. There was 2 other people who got 2 interviews in. So he was like, he hit me up and was like, yeah, you got extra credit for that, which I imagine is professionalism points. And I'm only 1 short because all you can have is 100. I'm at 99. And that was because I asked shitty questions. This dude was like,
I know how that is.
We have to do discussion posts. We have to do this discussion post because it's like interactive, like it mimics interaction in the classroom.
Right.
And
100%.
You have to use the RISE model. You have to be, inquisitive, show your fucking love, and tear it to shreds.
Right. I prefer. Watch this. Watch me work here. I prefer the Fort method, which is a family, occupation, testimony, and resonance. No, I don't know. I can't spell. Doesn't matter. But see, Ryan Fox, my bud.
So I have a quick
John.
Before he steps out. What I was asking is the teacher you don't like, right? The guy who gave you the poor grade. The class is for you to be into viewer, right? The one who is like interviewing as
Yeah.
opposed to the right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Has he ever
No
done?
close-ended questions.
And you did soccer, which you had to go AI because you're like, I don't know what to ask, right? And so it wasn't a topic you picked. It was a topic that like you had to deal with. Has he ever given you an interview on a topic that you gave for him? Like something that you're good at answering questions of, like, okay, then interview me about weed or interview me about like something, right? Something like that. Has he ever done that?
That's what's interesting about this last week is the fact that me and Rodrigo, my soccer correspondent,
Rodrigo again, Rodrigo.
So Rodrigo, it was funny because I've dubbed myself the NFL outsider.
Yeah. And
people have hit me up like, do you need an NCAA outsider? Do you need a baseball outsider? And so I decided that this is an NFL outsider at all.
BDSM outsider?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Just
but me and him both got shit grades, John, to answer your question. Me and him both got shit grades.
I know that. Right.
And the other 2 interviews I did, all 3 of the people interviewed me about, they all said they were going to do NFL questions. All 3 of them did Colts questions. And of course, Rodrigo knows nothing about the Colts or the fucking football in general.
Right.
So he did his shit AI too. The other 2 both got good grades.
Okay, let me stop. Time out. Fucking flag on the play. Fucking yellow card. Everybody holds up. How the fuck did soccer get involved in the question and answer game when nobody knows shit about soccer?
Rodrigo.
Because
fuck you, Rodrigo.
I have confidence in myself, and I thought I can figure it out.
But he said Rodrigo said, amigo, I think so that we should very much do is soccer, or as you call it, is football American. Oh, sorry, I mix up. You call it soccer.
It was a matter of, hey, do you want to work together? I saw you asking for help. I'm like, yeah, I do want to work together. And he was like, all right, well, I'm the soccer expert. I'm like, I need you to add a little bit more to that. And he said, I follow all 5 European leagues and the South American leagues.
Fuck that guy.
And I'm like, cool. So I told AI, this is what he told me. What questions do I ask? And they were great questions. He gave me great answers. But I didn't elaborate on shit because I didn't know what to elaborate on.
Right.
No,
and of course, my teacher is very well versed, and he knew a lot about soccer, and he was like, you should have, over and over, you should have.
Yeah, well, right.
What I'm thinking,
son of a bitch, so I got a B.
What I'm thinking is this teacher is throwing you shade on that kind of thing where you don't, as the interviewer, you don't have the information you should have or the intimate knowledge of it. I want to see him interview you on a topic that you pick that he has no idea about and see how well he does and record it and have him grade himself honestly, and he'll probably give himself about a 59 like he gave you. So screw that. That's like, it's unfair. Like that, you're never, as an interviewer, like.
Are you talking about taking hostages, John? Like take him to a warehouse and like,
that should be part of his curriculum. He should be doing that.
I know, John. I know. We will talk about all that. Fucking Mind Fox. Thank you so much, brother. Cheers. Thank you so much. But we will hit you up. We're gonna hit you up on this. We're gonna hit you up on coming up on the timing for the show in July, like later on. But yeah, for sure, because that will happen. We'll count down to that. It's a few weeks. I'll look it up. But yeah, we'll plan on the back. Yeah. But we'll hit you up. Cheers, brother. Thank you so much.
Peace out, brother. Always pleasure. Always pleasure.
Bro, fucking Mind Fox, your friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. John, can I take my? Oh no, we don't need to. Here, we're gonna play a couple more messages. Ready?
Yep.
No, maybe you were before this class, but now you're not a straight A student any longer. That 59 puts you, I don't know, somewhere around, I don't know, a F.
He did say he was, not is, was a straight A student.
Timing is everything. Oh shit, son, look who it is.
Hey, what's up to the two-sided pod? Yes, my boy Pete, John L.P. Cook, and the Mind Fox. Mind Fox, how'd you manage to get that 59? What was the rationale from your prof?
That's what I'm wondering. Worm and also Joey, who came in earlier. I just wanted to give a quick shout out. I was indisposed at that time, but I hear you, Joey, and it's so good to hear from both of them. I hadn't seen them in a bit.
10 more, you can have an even 69.
Can I be cum laude in 69?
Well, if you do it right, you can major cum laude.
And apparently there's no scalping allowed in those Civil War reenactments. Apparently.
It's bullshit. They're taking away our pride. It's our monuments. It's our rites of passage. Bro, fucking this guy. Follow back this motherfucker. Following him.
Who's
yes,
that?
Sir. Yes, sir. Fucking Dream Sky. Oh, dude, look at him. Bro. Hell yeah. That's like he's an old Native American, bro. Like fucking getting some out in the wilderness. Fucking, bro, how do you have your own? How do you publish videos on this, John? Why aren't we doing that? What are you doing with your life? This is the worst.
Dream Sky with an E, Redwood, and Luke Warm, W-A-R-M, Water 01. If you all should give him a follow. He's freaking hilarious. And we just follow him back, both of us. Right on.
That's crazy town. It's a weird world we live in. Sometimes things are weird.
Sometimes. When the going gets weird,
There,
weird
John.
sounds grow.
The weird grow up on the land. Land grows us weird. We adapt, go forth like the stream, make our way through the valley. Counter, block, move forward, find way.
Mind Fox has been valedictorian up until this class. That's the problem. It's like, wait a second.
Oh,
He's mimicking shit that he sees Dan Patrick himself do. So why isn't a student allowed to do the same thing that the school is named after? I mean, come on, man. That's a double standard. Fuck, man. Whatever. Bill.
Right? It's like gotta play the game. That's the power dynamic. John was a teacher once.
Yeah.
John demanded everyone stand on their desks and rip the first chapter of their books out. And if they got vertigo, kick them out.
You got a vertigo.
Pick all the chapters up. You got a vertigo, get out of here. You got to get the fuck out of my classroom.
You got a vertileaf. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm trying to figure out why we're all going to class right now. Because as I recall, only one of y'all on the panel is in school, and these aren't school hours. I'm the corner, not doing homework.
Fucking delicious. Why do I love you? Let me count the ways, girl. Because you tell it like it is. Holy shit. I'm not saying you're right, but I'm not saying you're wrong.
Damn, delicious! You came in hard. Like, and no, it's not going to be an F. I will pass the class. So that, I mean,
right.
I'm just worried about the GPA because there's going to be opportunities coming up within the next couple of months that I need to be involved in, and I have to have a high enough GPA. And frankly, I've been confident to this point, Delicious. And I feel like I worked hard on all this shit, and you just chop. Ugh.
No, it ain't like that. No, we ain't gonna get involved in those conversations like that.
Ain't that right? No, that's right. No, it's not a back and forth because, yeah, no. We support everything and everyone. We believe that
Yeah.
Nah, man.
The children are our future. Teach them well.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm with her. It's not chop. I support you, brother. I 100% support you. But we're all a little fucked up, and we went off on a tangent about exactly one class of yours. And yeah, it's an interview. But then it was like, oh shit, is he gonna ask us to be interviewed, and we're gonna save the day about interviewing? And like, no, it's gonna be fucking Rodrigo again. Fucking
Rodrigo.
Do you want to talk about capoeira? We could study that, but we could also study hemoglypha, which I did.
So that's kind of where I was going with it. It's the topic,
time and place,
right?
Yeah, no topic of the interview, but why are we trying to get to the bottom of class, John? I don't need that in my life.
Because I was a teacher for a little bit, and sometimes teachers can just mess people up without sometimes not even thinking about it, just swathing and
here's the deal, John. I believe that's what teaching is. It's like parenting a bunch of people that John, when I do my TED classes. I'm
no longer a teacher.
I do my TED classes at the Holiday Inn Express near the airports.
You call them TED classes because of copyright reasons?
Well, it's all lowercase. My cousin Ted.
You don't talk at these TED classes?
No, I do all of it, but my cousin Ted drives the van, signs the paperwork, runs the banquet hall at the Holiday Inn Express. Yeah. Our contract insists that I get the honeymoon suite all to myself.
That's silly. My repeat. We got a couple more, and I'm going to stay on, but we're going to do the old-fashioned where I mute and plug in. So go for it. Pop them packets.
I would like to take a break if that would be okay. If you could pop packets and you.
Okay. Well, what we just did seemed to work. So yeah, I'll mute you, and then you go away. You go away for a little bit. And I'll do the thing that I was doing. Nobody heard that on YouTube. Pete, you got to realize what happens with this person. Come back. So now I think I can be interacting on both levels. Let's find out. Let's have fun with it. Mind Fox.
I'm in a bachelor's degree and an accelerated course, and
BA or
sometimes
BS.
Guys, I can't stress it enough. I feel like I'm cheating. Like I'm too advanced for this class. And this class in particular, fuck this motherfucking class. Fuck advanced interviewing. Michael Tuck is a great guy. Like he says it in such a nice way to where you're like, I'm almost there. I've been almost there every single week. I feel like this is just something you say to people, and I'm over it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes there's great teachers. Yeah. Look me up on ratesmyprofessor.com. You'll see that John L. Peacock. There would be people like, I didn't know my English 101 class would be my favorite class this semester. And then sometimes it's just bad professors. That's why I'm like, does he have a salt to throw at? What is does he have a foundation? Is he good? Is he even good?
Damn you, Michael Tuck.
While we're here, though, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you guys come up with two-sided sports real quick, give me a good topic, we'll do this interview. My final is due Sunday, so I have an interview booked for Thursday, but I don't have to do that. We could just scrap it all and talk about interviewing concept. Oh, I love it. I mean, I think you guys just volunteered.
Pete was talking about that. I'll let him talk more. Gerald Cooper. Hello, Gerald.
Yawn. Oh shit. No, not not yawn to like the podcast or anything. It's just late over here. But yo, shout out to the panel. Shout out to the listeners. It's the first time I'm tuning in.
Right on.
To you guys. My boy Pete and John. What's poppin'? He's a guy, friendly neighborhood comic book creator.
Oh, really?
It is indeed Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Tap in because I got them books on mental health awareness. They're as informative as it is action-packed, as addicting as they are meaningful. Peace and blessings. Shout out to the panel.
Peace and blessings, Gerald. Peace and blessings. Still not around. We didn't get you long enough. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope we see you again. Gerald Goodwin. Sorry, I am dyslexic, and sometimes that happens. Dub. Pete, it's Dub.
Big shout out to the room, and I come in here with many layers of fabric wrapped around me, and swathing to the layman. And behold, the dynamic duo themselves in all their splendor. Oh, I'm talking about John L. Peacock, Esquire, in case anybody had any doubts. And my boy Pete, well.
Yea, though he said he would come before us wrapped in swaddling clothes.
That's right. A savior among us in them swaddling clothes, and that funky beat behind him. He's always got the good tunes, man. He's always got the good tunes. Dub, shout out.
Ooh. The three wise men style. Are we going ox and ass all in, baby? X's and O's, X's and O's.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not
right,
sure where to go with that. You're unsure. You became unsure.
I almost wanted to ask you, but I was like, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all. Why would I do that? That's horrible. Give him a second chance. Just keep on digging. A rope to hang himself with.
Right on. Right, dude. Why didn't you? You were kind of on that thing where go back to where we were. It's a bad audio thing, but let's play this real quick.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ready, buddy?
Ready, buddy?
My guys. I've been here the whole time. I might have fallen back asleep slightly. I was being held hostage by aliens. We had a great time. Ain't nothing like a probing. That's all I'm saying. It's lovely to hear your voices and to see your faces on the YouTubes. All right.
Wow. No, Mr. Alien.
You better make it 3.
Oh, geez, Mr. Alien. Those probings are.
Nope. Nope. I was vague. You were going to go specific. And you're like, well, I don't curse. But yeah, you don't have boundaries. You don't understand. Read the room, John. Jesus. Are you looking for your sense of decency? You left it long ago.
No, I'm just looking for my bowl. Oh, where has my bowl gone? Oh, there it is.
All right.
That's like a Where's Waldo because it was right there. Everyone can see it. They're like, it's over there. Is it over here? No. How about here?
Getting war. It's somewhere in this room. No one ever asks, how's Waldo, man?
I mean, after that unfortunate event, which we don't want to speak of, it's a reason why we don't ask how's Waldo.
It's horrible. He took his poor dog with him too. We didn't find him because it was the beach house scene. And it was the garage that was closed with the smoke coming out. We only found him in the next iteration of the book. See all the ambulances? See the one closed with the people crying behind it? Yeah, that was him.
There's Waldo.
It's Mental Health Month, folks. Check on your Waldos.
Is it? Wait, is that
I don't know, man.
It's,
no,
it's
I don't
Pride
think so.
Month. It's towards the end, as we were talking about.
It's Cornish Hen Appreciation Week coming up.
Oh.
That's not true.
Oh.
Right, no, but it was greet your neighbor with a with a kick to the nuts. That's with a laurel and hearty handshake.
Hearty handshake to the nuts.
It's it's Stranger Lottery Month here in the United States. That's where you can go up to any stranger and scratch their head with a nickel. And if the figurines match, you win money. Pretty cool. I've won $14. I've been knocked out 24 times.
Not to be confused with Stranger Key Party Month. Right.
100%. John, that's a whole different game. What you do for that is you go to your local bus station or 7-Eleven. Wait, nope, different party. John, what you do is... John, here's the deal. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, John?
Go on.
Now, John, sometimes when a grown flight attendant loves another grown flight attendant, things happen in the bathroom, John.
As opposed to those not so grown flight attendants. Right, yes.
Oh, the kinder attendants? Kinder attendants? Kitty tens?
Flight attendant. Nope, not saying that one. I'm not going to finish that one.
John, horrible. With the child labor laws right now, that airline's going to be shut down very soon. Plus, there's no legroom. Yeah, the kids are running the plane, but we're not all kids flying on it, okay? That would be crazy. There needs to be an adult somewhere on the plane, at least in first class.
I don't know. Have you seen Lord of the Flies?
No. I feel like I lived Lord of the Flies, John. I grew up in the 80s.
Who is Piggy?
Right. The glasses kid. Yeah. That's how you hit him with the rock. It's my turn to talk, John. I'm holding the conch. You want a fucking fresh one?
No, you're giving another person a hearty handshake.
Laurel, fist rock to the face. And that's how we say welcome in my neighborhood.
Welcome to Never Neverland, Buster.
Yeah. Dreams really do come true. You just fucking yelling Disney phrases at him as you hit him with rocks. It sounds good if you say them just like small terms. You better wish upon a star, motherfucker. I'll show you happiest place on earth. Well, actually, that's how you get beat down in the Disney security by the security guards in the parking lot when you try to smoke weed in the parking lot.
Are they like Minnie and Daffy and Daisy?
Right. It's Matthew, Mark, Daisy, Porco, Larry, Slappy. I think Devo showed up. Simply Red was there. John, it was no, got nothing. No, it's not true. Security is very aggressive, and there is Disney jail. You don't want to go. You never get out.
It's the third star on the right, straight on until morning.
Right. That's why you want to keister all your churros before you get arrested. When you see the pigs coming, you throw all the turkey legs and churros up your prison pocket so you can have it when you're in Disney jail. Third star to the right, straight on to prison.
Which is really funny you say the pigs are coming. I was like, yeah, are there any pig Disney characters, or do they just not like fatties?
There's no, because they're a kosher people. Walt Disney, you know how he felt. I'm saying, John, he did it out of respect.
And that was when there wasn't internet, and still he let so much be known that we do know how he felt so many years later.
It's about time. It's about time somebody said, hey, no pigs should be, you know what? We now have Miss Piggy, and that's just too much. That's enough for everybody. And that was he read the room.
I say hi, yeah, you know.
I say yeah. Sweet and Sour Park. Thanks, Kermit. No, doesn't matter. Oh, Kermit.
Do you think his fingers ever smell like pig? We got Muse Lever. If you want to pop that packet.
Shut up, Muse is here. God damn it. Where have you been, dude? Oh, and you're back.
Oh, and you're back to your normal name.
Buddy, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Hey guys, hope you're well.
What are
Hope
you
the
doing?
listeners are well. Not gonna lie, but I slept like a fucking baby last night. I am up at 6:25 in the morning. Let's go.
Listen to you. You are all full of energy. You got something to say and somewhere to say it. My friend, where you been? Where you been? Muse Lover? Man, yeah, sometimes you just need to sleep in. Sometimes you need to get there and get that extra little something.
Yes, the 6:25 in the AM. Such a sleep in. Congratulations,
Bro. That 100%. So for you, in respect, we're gonna run this whole thing back. John, start the show.
Howdy.
And folks, stupid builds a village.
Or an idiot raises a village. Muse. So you should listen back. We talked about rainbows. It's fun. We talked about the Stonewall riot.
So time out. He didn't enunciate well. We didn't talk about Rambos. That would have been a lot cooler. First Blood. And then if we will talk about Rambo Part 2, Rambo 3, Rambo, I forget what they are. Rambo, but Missing in Action. No, Bradrock Missing in Action. I believe it was Rambo Marked for Death. Rambo, A Bridge Too Far. Rambo, Say Anything. At the end of that one, he said, "Oh, fuck, I don't know where to quit." He was holding the fucking stereo above his head, just playing songs of gunfire, helicopter to the general. "I can't quit you, General." It's very emotional. It was up for an Academy Award. It was because it was during the Brokeback Mountain period. We're gonna just figure out how we feel about our leaders. Don't tell me how I feel about my commanding officer. Yeah, that's what it was, the whole thing, and then it didn't go well. So it went to Rambo, kill anyone that doesn't look like you, and that was just Rambo.
That was just made for TV, right? That was a made-for-TV movie.
Right. It was direct to public access.
Yeah.
It was a little production. It's not a big deal, but yeah, it's pretty good. You can find it, look it up.
It's great because it's when most people just watch streaming, so they made it so it was only for TVs, and you can even public access. Rambo.
Only for TVs.
Kill anyone who doesn't look like you.
Yeah. Well, John, I mean, it's. The thing is, I'm in the marketing game, and what we like to call the think tank, where we just freely speak, and we don't really judge, and we kind of tune in and out, and we just see where we land. You know what I mean? And we just figure out, hey, let's work this shit out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have a dog with a cone on its head. So if you throw the ball too far, he gets fucking pissed because he can't get it. But then if you don't throw it in the right place, oh, fucking shit. This is the worst. It's just like, you know what? Animals are great, but you got to get your own animals. It's like kids are great, but you got to pick your own, you know?
Yeah, get your own animal. Animal.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take 2 boys and a girl. Oh, pick your own. Right. Not the children. Right.
I believe the children is Pete's future. He picked 2 boys and then she picked 1 girl.
Well, they're a lot cheaper at the movie theater. If you ever looking for children or adults, go there. They have the prices listed on the board. Give me a. Do I get to look at them first? Are the ones in uniforms the ones I'm getting? All right, I'll take him, her, and her. They're a little old, but I like their tuxedos. They'll work. Bring them out. $17.50, and $10.
So we get a package deal?
What about that popcorn? Is that included?
I do get refills on that popcorn, right?
Oh.
I got all these other mouths to feed.
You better. I got these kids coming with me.
and just get the one small.
So bad, bro.
I didn't even know what that was about. I still think it's super good. Did you guys have primary voting today? A lot of states did. I don't know if California did. I haven't looked.
No, we had secondary voting.
Oh, California, you and your multiple things. According to the state of California, you should have secondary voting.
Right. No, we had our there was a little look into the future. It was kind of a minority report or precogs. Saw what was happening. So then we had a secondary because like, hey, we're gonna have a revote. But we haven't had a vote. It'll be fine. We'll do another. But not really. Because that didn't happen because we better not have. No, we didn't.
Didn't you have your annual recall election?
No, I sent in my vote the next 3 years. I said yes, no, no. And one extra for good measure. I'm a betting man, John, and if I get
right down the middle,
if I get all of them correct, I win 1,000 to 1 on the California recall lottery. Super good. You can vote for comptroller. You can go for it's great. Recall. 100%, man. Which we have none of as the time goes on and on. Recall is a thing of the past and it shall not be respected in the future. Folks, if you like what you heard, if you don't understand what we're doing, well, holy shit, welcome to the party. Neither do we. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your goddamn parole officer. We'll be here next week, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, John. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond on Wednesday mornings, John. Right now is the time when we like to raise our glasses. We like to lower our expectations because we're in the green room where we talk shit. We have no script. No, it's all free. It's all free thought. It's all free that gets derailed like a train. Nope, that's too dark. We can't even go there. That's the thing.
Timing.
John, we're a positive. It's for the children.
That's
cheers, buddy. Bing, bing, bing.
Hold on. I was pouring for my drink.
One for me. One for the homies.
For the doctor.
This one's pink for the children.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. That's nice. Let me get that one next with the setup. Feel good about it.
Yeah, buddy. No, I feel great about it. There's no should or should not. There is only will you get caught. I believe Yoda once said.
There is. So we had a primary, right? And just learned moments ago that Zoran Mamdani, who is like the black horse against Cuomo, Cuomo's just conceded. So Zoran is going on from the primaries, and as the Democrat for mayor, is basically like the shoo-in. Silva, do you remember that guy from the freaking Guardian Angels who ran last time? He's Curtis Silva.
Rodrigo!
With the red beret? Rodrigo.
Oh, no. Right. Yeah. Don't cry for me, fucking Rodrigo. Your soccer topic super sucked and I got a 59.
So he's the Republican candidate And so yeah, Zoran. It's all about Zoran, baby. Zoran Mamdani.
Right.
He's gonna be our next mayor.
Well, that's it. Well, oh, please don't get fucking stuck. God damn it, I gotta stop throwing this ball. Fuck this dog. Folks, if you're tuning in on the stereo streets, don't be afraid to click that link above our heads and we'll be right there on the YouTube where you'll see all the debauchery happening in live, real action. That's right, folks. Here we are on a Tuesday evening. It's coming in post-game in the green room, and things are really turning for the worse. John?
Yeah. That's right, my boy Pete. Yeah.
Holy balls. Here's, John, I'd like to get your take on all the things that we've talked about, John. Rainbows, dreamers,
yeah,
hopes,
yeah,
Whamers.
Yeah.
Why do you call my name? What the fuck are you saying my name for? Keep my goddamn name out of your rainbow-filled mouth.
Yeah.
John, tell him what you think.
I think it's great that no one has been able to see this supposed dog. You're like, oh, hey, everybody tune in so that you can physically see us. All you're seeing, you didn't see the ball that Pete's throwing. He's like, I'm doing this motion right here, and we hear like a squeaky, squeaky thing and kind of a barky noise. Could be staged since he has like only a white void in his background. Oh, there we go. Right on time. Good job. Sound effects.
All right. Hey, PA, if he tries to get you to throw it, do not throw that ball. I'm paying these PAs way too much, Sean. Yeah. Not even fucking dog wrangling. Oh, I know it's not your contract, but you're a fucking PA. I'm not touching it.
With that solid background, try doing like a virtual background. I think it'll work out really well. Maybe the beach one or something that moves, something complex.
You're adjusting the complex. Is that? Huh?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The only thing is because in between your
I need to put a green shroud over my head.
I have a white dome under my head.
Nobody know. Here. I don't know.
That is like perfect.
Oh no. If only. John, so bad. Okay. So bad.
This must be part of your skull. Now that looks virtual. Now that you've gone back to it, it's like, oh, no, now it seems like you've been virtual the entire time. It's fake now. I can't get used to it. Those on the stereo streets. He went through some backgrounds and he's in like a prison cell. No, last week he was because he was in his his orange jumpsuit.
Well, here's the deal. I've graduated up to get work release, and so I wear the blue jumper, John. And every day I work a little closer to freedom, John. So next week I will be out. I will be on full parole, back in the place that caused all the problems in the first place. And Einstein will be looking over my shoulder, as he should be, as he will be moving forward.
Rodrigo!
Rodrigo! Bro, everybody needs a foil in life. You know what? You don't have a good character arc unless you have a foil. I feel like Rodrigo's gonna become my nemesis moving forward. It's the first time I heard his name, Rodrigo. All of your soccer knowledge led us nowhere. You've wronged my partner and you've wronged my friend. When you come for one, you come for all, Rodrigo.
It's like Dave from the Dollop. He said Danzig. He's like, I'll fight you anywhere, anytime.
Anytime.
Come at me, bro.
Come
Never
at me.
met. He has no beefs with him. Just recently talking with a friend of his. It's like, yeah, no, I'll still do it. Danzig, I know you're listening. He's your friend. Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
Who likes kitties?
Bro, if you see me on the street, you better turn the other way unless you want to catch hands. You're going to fucking catch some hands.
How'd you like a mouthful of teeth?
Fucking John, that's why you're such a good traveler. Your insults are so endearing. Hey, how would you like a mouthful of knuckle sandwich, pal? Oh, look at him. He's like the old 1950s.
Well, my mom said our religion is against color movies. Other things in color is fine, but color movies. So I've only watched the old black and whites. Lars, His Girl Friday.
Was your There's a big opening for your mom. Only dogs see it. Was your mom I don't want to call her, but it could be implied that only dogs see. Is your mom John, you should see some color movies.
Well, she stopped letting me watch Lassie after it went color, even though that was a TV show. That was the one.
You remember the time
I can't get past it.
Timmy shot Lassie?
No. I think you're talking about this movie. I can't really say the word.
Old Yeezys. Right. Old Yeezys.
Old color.
Yeah, The Odd Couple.
The Odd Couple. Hey, that was a good black and white one.
Oh, there's so many great. Mon Pa Kettle. Charlie Chan. You don't know Charlie Chan? Bro.
No, Charlie Chaplin.
No, Charlie Chan. My dad it's super. He's like, oh, detective. I came here looking for, so suspicious. Very aggressively over the top. Super racist.
What year?
I don't know, black and white. Then it came into color. It was like Beverly Hillbillies of like the turn when it came black and white, and then they did other colored ones. Oof.
It's like Breakfast
so
at Tiffany's with Mickey Rooney as the Chinese manager.
Right. Correct. Kind of like yeah, it was but it was great because it was like the old Sam Spade, the old detective, there is mystery.
Oh, Perry Mason was an old black and white show.
Perry Cuomo was an old singer.
Perry. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Perry Perry Bundy is the sister of Peg, who took. That's not a thing.
Cousin of
son of Thrain, son of Thrawn, king under the mountain.
Oh, Teddy.
I have returned.
We hardly knew you.
Thorin Oakenshield.
Well, with Feely and Keely and Thorin and Blorin and Pugsley and Mugsley and Pixley and Wixley and Fart Sandwich, Steve, Rick, Billy Bob, this shithead. Anyway, we're on a quest. Wanna come? Fiddle-dee-dee! Fuck, this dog's amazing. Yeah,
Was
okay.
that the Swedish reindeer?
Hurdy birdie. Oh, reindeer. I don't prepare reindeer. John. Oh God.
We're saying it like, you know, when they got younger, the next, yeah, he was like, I'm bored.
I'm bored. Borg.
It's Swedish. It's Swedish Santa.
Swedish. Ja, that's like this filter. Look at the touch of this filter, this Swedish.
Have you seen any new movie lately? Neither have I.
Watched. No. Perfect. I think movies are overrated, and I think people should spend more time just talking to each other, just really fellowshipping. Like, I would recommend hanging out in a building that has a foyer so that you could fellowship with others. And then if they say, want to come in? Nah, I don't. I don't go to crack houses. I just stay on the porch, on the foyer. Or churches. I don't go to crack houses.
Inside, right?
Foyer, it's when you kill a goose with kindness.
You know, there are some who call it a foyer.
Shut up! You're gonna sit on the ottoman. Folks, if you like interior design jokes, well, welcome to the party. You're in the right place.
Go eat your breakfast in the nook.
Feng shui all day. With lovely opening space from the east, you'll get natural light and privacy from the neighbors. Don't be afraid to be topless and be proud.
It's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Shout out.
You know what? It's a great time to invest in real estate as well. If you have the means, I highly recommend you get a walk up on the Upper East Side. If you see John L. Peacock Holdings, LLC, for listings, they will be published shortly once we bribe the state comptroller to give him his license back.
They must be bought sight unseen.
Right. 100%. And if you like that noise, they got a fucking bridge I'm going to show you that's real fucking reliable. You'll be loving it. Chad. Oh, that went the wrong. That went the. We're not even gonna go there, John.
It's made of gold.
Buddy.
It's golden. Gold.
Nope. Shh, quiet. Bing, bing, bing. Ow. The thing. What is it? Who knows? Who cares? Oh.
Waldrug, as seen on TV. Waldrug, 400 miles. 400 miles of Waldrug sands. Worth it. The Thing, 200 miles. Also worth it. What is The Thing?
Well, you say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. 'Cause I want to see The Thing in Arizona. 'Cause it's only 450 miles from where we just begun. Come on, John.
You know, I heard about this new place that's now on the map of Route 66. It's like a Stonehenge, like a Cadillac Stonehenge. You heard about this?
I have. I have indeed, my brother. I don't know if I mentioned anyone that I have people traveling across country from Tennessee, and they're taking down Route 66 and coming across, and they stopped at the Cadillac Stonehenge and took some pictures. It was pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Seeing firsthand your people that are up close there, because you can look it up online. It's like, yeah, it's all the stock photos, but your people, like, oh yeah.
Have you ever been
Makes
to?
Me want to go drive.
Have you ever been to the Cadillac Stonehenge? I have not.
I have not, bro.
Have you ever been to actual Stonehenge?
Things. No, I've stacked a bunch of rocks in multiple occasions. Big rocks in the mountains, little rocks near the ocean in the shapes of different castles, and titties when I'm in the small rocks. I mean, they're sand, but it's like little rocks. Making me a mermaid. Have you ever made yourself a mermaid? Have you been buried?
No, I'm a ginger, and so I have to be under the parasol or beach.
Yeah, that's why we bury you. That's why we duct tape you to a bench, bury the bench, and make you into a mermaid.
Also, the main
John,
beach that I went to.
Did you not go to high school?
Well, right, but the main beach that I went to, as a traveler coming from Arizona that has no beaches,
from the future,
was a little rocky. So there wasn't much sand to be actually burying anyone in that kind of beach.
Okay. He only had deserts to bury bodies.
We don't talk about that,
Unfortunately, the sand preserves them too long, so it's not a good place to find evidence years later. I hope you've changed your name and moved on with a different wife and kids, because if they dig this shit up in a whole land grab out there in the AJ, I'll tell you what, you're gonna be hotter than a fucking hot potato.
That was odd, but I do believe you'll be stacking some rocks in the near future. I'm excited for that. But we got a couple packets to pop. If you want to pop in the packets.
Oh yeah, no, I can definitely talk about that.
I can definitely talk about my rock.
Great acting. Was up for a lot of awards. Oil prices are down.
Yo, where in the fuck on Route 66 or Route 66, whatever, the historic highway? Anyway, where the fuck on this highway is this place? Because I want to go there. I want to experience all the things.
Right, bro.
And I maybe there's a portal inside the Cadillacs. I want to see it for myself. Oh my goodness, where is it? Is it far away from me?
It's somewhere in New Mexico. I'll get the exact coordinates, the GPS locators, but it's like literally, it's not Stonehenge. It's a line, like a straight up line of Cadillacs buried nose first in the middle of a field, just like way out there. So you park on the road and you have to walk like a quarter mile through a field, and it's all muddy and all shitty. So like people had to, like, apparently someone fell out there in the mud when they were out there, not our people, but it was like, heard the story, like, oh, all right. So half of them went, half of them stayed. But yeah, you can see, because they took a picture right by the car and it was fucking way out there. And then the picture with them close by, you can see the line of like it goes for a long ways of all these just, and everyone goes out there and graffitis. So all the cars are all fucking tagged up. It's great. It's awesome. It's somewhere in New Mexico. It can't be that far, bro. I'm saying road trip. I'm saying road trip. I'm saying caravan. Get on the love train. Come on. All aboard. Woo, woo. Come on. Let's caravan. Caravan running down the Highway 66. Gonna take a caravan road. John, make your fix. Gonna make a caravan run tonight. Baby, go. We're going. Come on, John. You know the rest of the words. Caravan, caravan, all the way to Sided Caravan. Get on board and we're all excited. Caravan, caravan, two-sided coming to your town. Only if you live on Route 66, folks, coming to a town near you. John. Horrible. Horrible idea, but I want to go. All those fucking weird-ass sites, biggest ball of misery or twine, whichever you come across first.
We put them in barrels and we put them in Lake Mead, but then that shit's drying up. My barrels are getting found, but whatever.
Just when I got out, they pulled me back in.
I don't know if that's exactly what he was talking about, but yeah. Hopefully there's no evidence in the barrels that ties you to them.
I think it'd be great anytime you go out to the lake on vacation now to find an old rusted barrel in someone's backyard on some yard sale, and then take it and fill it with like
lime
dildos.
Oh.
Or like a bunch of sand and then like dildos and like pocket rock, like just random shit, like Captain Crunch toys and like oh, it's a hand. No, it's a prop hand that has like a playbill from a local theater company and just like all this random shit. And it's like, what is that? It's like, it's our new way of announcing our play. Oh, we already paid our $500 fine for littering and production.
I do get a kick that the only thing that you said hypothetically to throw in there twice on the long list that you said is dildos.
All right, hear me out. I made a bad business deal and I got a surplus of dildos. We're not saying whose fault it is. Let's just say we got a couple gross. And I don't know what you understand as being gross, but I ordered a lot of gross dildos. And they shipped the number of a gross, which turns out to be way more than I expected and not as nasty as I needed. Anyway.
A gross of gross.
That's not what we misunderstandings all around. Not saying whose fault it is. I'm just saying I don't have my Google buyer review knocked down for sure. Yeah, I understand. I don't work on the metric system, okay?
My Google review number is very high. Since that 5.9 rating out of 10, it's really knocked me down. And that one guy, he called himself advanced. I don't know. You should try doing this.
John, you're making it a lot more difficult than it is, because now we're going to get tagged. Now we're going to get yelped. How am I going to get my pop-up restaurant going, John? There's the two sides. Do you want it burnt or raw? What would you like?
It's a lady order first. Would you like two sides of meat? You could have chicken or chicken. Do you want raw or burned? Your order first. Lady, go. Lady, go. Okay, she gets raw. Man, do you want raw or burned?
Raw.
You get burned too. None of you get chicken. All of you get... Nope. I apologize. Our pop-up is now shut down. Please leave. We will refund all monies. We have stolen your coats.
I mean, you got to get up to get down, to pop up,
John,
going down.
100%. It was gonna go horribly awry. When you see the tragic, when you're still in slow motion, but you're like sliding towards the scene of the crash, pull out. It's not too late.
Or else 18 years later, you'll finally, get out of that prison.
If you're hearing my voice now, it's not too late. You can still make it out. It's okay. Listen to me now. Please run while you can.
So the YouTubers probably just got blown out while we stereophonics heard no change whatsoever.
Totally fine. It's totally fine, John. You don't have to try it. You don't have to, oh, someone did this, I'll do it too. Look at us. That's how animals learn bad habits. This is how prisoners, I went in for petty theft and I learned how to run a criminal podcast every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. John, some may call it a RICO case. I call it a good time. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich mean sandwich time if you're across the pond. And the UK, RICO cases mean where they can charge one person's group against the whole criminal organization. So as one goes all. All goes one.
I went in to prison with a bachelor's in marijuana and came out with a master's in cocaine. Blow.
Don't mind if I do. Do you be a lot cooler if you were holding? Allegedly, folks, that's not what we need these days. You've seen the commercials. Did those commercials blow you away, bro? Hey, when they're like fentanyl, it's in, 4 out of 10 samples, and it's not just in party drugs. It's in things like cocaine and Molly too. Like, what do you guys think it's in?
Yeah, what is a party drug to you at this point?
Right, Jesus Christ! How come I'm not invited to those parties? Like, are you guys doing like human adrenal gland, or like, do you fucking sacrifice people? Because I'm not down for that, but I kind of want to. Like, is it consensual, or like, do we open portals? Like, I'm scared, but I want to see.
I don't want to watch the cow get murdered, but I will eat the steak, if you know what I mean.
100% gross. It's going to be, we have to drink the blood too? Gross. But as long as we're all covered in it and chanting around a fire, well, I guess I'll try. Okie dokie. When in Zimbabwe. You know what they say, John?
Can you tell this a rave?
John, any place is a rave if you have the right drugs that don't have fentanyl. That's why we have your to-go travel kit. What's that? It's less than 3.5 ounces, and it'll tell you if anything has fentanyl. Don't be afraid to try a little LSD in Zimbabwe. Don't be afraid to try a little Molly in Pakistan. Don't be afraid to try the heroin in Bosnia. Just be afraid of going to Bosnia.
Thanks, Sammy the Bull.
See, I'm telling you, John, if we had the right sponsorship, we could make those products goddamn take off. I can't even think of them. Thought Police, brought to you by Thought Police. Are you tired of having normal thoughts that are all your own? Well, don't worry anymore. If you listen to our show, we'll be the Thought Police, sucking your every hopes, dream, and desire. That's not true, John. What are those ones? Casper mattress. Because this ghost died for nothing but a good sleep.
Pillow Man.
Right. If you say his name 3 times in the mirror, Pillow Man will sack your family. Pillow Man.
Don't be afraid. Enter code murdered in my sleep for a 10% discount on a neck pillow.
My something, right?
My oh, that was my pillow. See, but everything's bedding. What's another one? The mental health one. But fuck, who did?
Oh, the
Who did I just see?
Shamway.
Rick and Morty just did the mental health. Yeah, it's free, but you're not gonna get this. You're gonna get the support you pay for. And the dude's like, "Hey man, I'd appreciate it if you weren't doing your taxes while we're on the video call." He's like, "Hey man, you're paying $25. What do you want?" Mental health. It's important, so you can tell the court you're doing it for your wife's divorce proceedings.
Oh jeez. Wow. Wow. No, that's not who we were thinking of. But I heard that if you have a sliding scale with a psychotherapist and then they go to a different firm but have to grandfather you in, they slowly ghost you. So mental health, you get what you paid for.
That's not true. They absorb your power and they move on. I don't know if you about psychotherapists or any therapists in general. Once the power becomes too great, they've taken all they need. They live on the sea.
I love the different. What is it? What could it be? What could it be? Is it a prison? Is it backstage? No, it's a baby monitor. Look at him. He's still breathing. Oh no, you're gonna call him.
No, we're done. I'm just being a baby, playing with your toys.
Uh-huh.
That's great. Oh, he looks just like a burn victim. Isn't that sweet? Oh, look. He looks like if a dead body mated with a real piece of shit. Aw. At least he's loved.
There's some people on the Sarah Streets who have actually no idea why we just went into that mode. Why did that happen, my boy Pete? Did you happen to read something on the YouTubes from our other audience? Okay.
No.
Let's pop those packets on stereo.
Perfect.
Fun. We didn't go to school for nothing.
All right. Come on, guys.
John, come on. Let's have some fun. We didn't go to school for nothing.
He said way more than I expected and not as naughty as I wanted. So, yeah, it is what it is. And it reminds me of this joke. This dude was like, I ordered a prostitute. Very first time I ever ordered a prostitute. And this bitch gonna come in like, give me 9 inches, daddy, and make it hurt. So I went 3, 6, 9, and I hit her with a brick.
You get what you ask for. That's what I'm saying sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just realized. Sorry, I'm just looking at fucking production notes. Sorry. That's the thing is I can't get through the day without taking a look at my past. When I do, I just want to drink away my future oh so fast. Well, I grab a bottle, I see a model, and then I get distracted too.
Whoa, I'm chasing a dream and chasing a drink, and I'm hoping, baby, it's with you. I said, come on, babe, let's go dancing on this fucking Friday night. I'm sorry, I'm busy Friday, baby. I'll see y'all later.
That was the #1 single from the 1993s by My Boy Pete Sr. My Boy Pete Jr. done reinvented it in the late 2000s.
We'll never forget it. We couldn't take that hard left and ran right into a raw wall.
Raw wall.
Raw wall. They called him Saul Wall. Paul Wall. He was a
Better
good
than
drum and
Stonewall.
bass DJ. Drove into wall. just like Paula Dean, all of her butter recipes. They cut up with you, bitch, and also your comments. Mainly the butter, also your attitude.
He said it was his wife that drove him to the Stonewall, and then the raw wall is the one that got him.
Right. I say, I still go Paul Wall. Isn't Paul Wall? Paul Wall. It's the drum and bass. And like, now I want to listen to Paul Wall. And I keep looking like Joey, like Stone Cold. Like, no, that was too long ago. Paul Wall. Doesn't matter. Rand Paul. So
And
Paul
Rand.
Revere. And Rand. Atlick shrugs. Meh. Was it a good book? Meh. Eh. Atlas.
Atlick. Atlick is the one who read Atlas Shrugs and said, yes.
Hey, you can lick my taint if you keep on fucking correcting me. Meh.
And then the world just falls off the back like a
Damn
duck
straight. Right.
sliding off.
Like a hot knife through butter. So there I was, at licking this chick's, you know what's. And she's like, it's a Sisyphusian task. I said, shh, baby, I got this taken care of. Anyway, whim, bam, boom, long story short, it was a tale as old as time. Call me Ishmael. That's what I told her, and I gave her a different number, and I left.
We went to a nice restaurant. He ordered the steak. I ordered the lobster bisque. And went back to his place. Yada yada yada. I never saw him again. But you yada over the best part. No, I mentioned the bisque. It's my favorite.
Oh, you're buying?
Seinfeld.
Which one? It's from
Seinfeld.
the.
You ever yada yada something important? Oh yeah. You ever yada yada sex? Yeah. Okay. What? Well, he took me to a nice restaurant. He ordered the steak. I had the lobster bisque. We went back to his place. Yada yada yada. I never saw him again. Wait, you yada yada the best part? No, I didn't. I mentioned the bisque.
Your memory is impeccable. Your sense of style is questionable. Your social skills are negligible, and your personal hygiene is iffy at best, John. I am
My
glad
memory
to
is
know
impeccable.
you. Imperceivable. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think in these situations, yes. when I'm here, I'm like, where am I going with this? I'm like, oh, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Fuck you, John. No. When I'm on point, motherfucker. Whew.
And that was right around the time everything kicked in. No, John. Exactly.
You got to keep going. This is Bat Country.
Right. Yeah, he can't stop here. We do have another one.
We got one more message, and then let's get to getting you, huh?
She says, please don't break my heart. You gotta reassure that your penis won't reach that far.
This fucking guy.
It's the beautiful random humor. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's the left turns. It's the almost satire. Sometimes is, sometimes isn't. But you don't know. You know where it's gonna go.
Right. No, and the thing is, you hear him and like, oh, are you gonna just? Oh no, is it gonna be a crash and burn or a rough one? I'm like, what is? Or are you gonna? God damn, dude, that's good. All right, oh shit. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you so much for tuning in. We are the Two-Sided. We will haunt your dreams. We will find you in your sleep. I don't know if you've seen Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors. Well, it's kind of like that, motherfuckers. Welcome to the party. We will see you next Tuesday. Oh, okay. And now John holds up. Dude, it was the greatest. It was gonna be like, what are you waiting for? And yeah, let's drink. All right. Yeah, no. John, scariest movie you've seen? Nope, not that. Nope. I don't want to talk about that. I gotta sleep tonight. Let's not talk about that.
You don't like scary movies. I know that.
No.
I don't really like scary movies, and I like them more than you. Holy crap.
Yeah, no.
But I haven't seen them in a while. The old ones are
I'm a gentle soul. The whole thing, you guys, I'm a gentle soul. I put up a big front, but I'm just
he's a gas giant.
It's what they call me in the in the streets. They call me the old gas giant.
You don't know where he begins. You don't know where he ends.
Yeah. When are you inside? Oh, I'll tell you. You've now entered the gas giant territory. It's like the trust tree. It's like the circle of truth. It's like the gas giant's world. It's okay. You can enter the gas giant's world. You're now part of the family. You'll know when you get inside.
I do want to give a quick shout out to the foundation who's still somehow here. The Foxes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, freaking Julie, Sunflower, Muse, Drew, and Carol Vox. Freaking all familiar faces. Some I've seen more or less recently, and I appreciate all of you for sticking around for our this was a random green room.
Sean,
holy
quiet
crap.
your mouth. You don't talk bad about you don't talk bad about fucking family. Shh, quiet. Shh, quiet. Shh. They think we're super good. They don't know this went off the rails. Right now we're covering. Psst, act.
And that's a wrap, everybody. You're welcome for listening. Cheers, my boy Pete.
Cheers, John L. Peacock.
Here we go.
See you next week.